something happen, and you got a detour, so you got to give yourself a little bit more time. You feel me?
Yeah, no doubt.
And that's how I was just telling them, because people love to say, "Oh, everything is only 20." No, that's when like 2:00 in the morning when you zooming. No, when you shit everybody outside, everything don't take 20 minutes to get to. That's cap. And you can't tell me because we out here driving.
What's 20 minutes? That's
no, but I'm saying everybody always say, "It only take me 20 minutes to get there. It only take me 30 minutes to get there." They say
I could give you 30. Where you going that's taking 20 minutes?
No, I'm just saying that's what people say. A lot of people are always saying that, something take you 20 minutes to get to.
It's gonna take about 15 minutes to get from here to that Walmart over there. Walmart down the street. It's gonna take about 15 minutes to get there. Those motherfuckers not going nowhere in 20 minutes. Walmart like 3 miles away. If that.
but it's just the simple fact that's what everybody say, and I'm trying to Mog don't be out here driving like we drive every day. So we know the traffic patterns, we know how to maneuver and do whatever, and it still take us that time because it's just like you can't do anything. You gotta sit in traffic.
Bro, I stay outside. It take me 30 minutes to get over here, and that's if I'm speeding because I got caught in traffic.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So it takes a minute.
Yeah, so that's just it is what it is. When you move out there.
You gotta factor traffic with everything.
Yeah. And you got to give yourself, whatever you say, so say, even if you say something 20 minutes, you need to give yourself an extra 15 minutes on top of that 20, just to cushion it.
Yeah, if you want to be on time, yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. So, Ma, you had a question for us?
Hey, that's pretty cool. My bad. That's like a digital calendar. It's pretty dope.
Probably.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I thought it was a computer.
Is it?
No, it looked like a
calendar.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
I did have a question. What I said. Is business really not personal? Oh, and we got to talk about that. That's the last one. That is the last one.
Okay. So, can you give more context with the question?
It's just what I was listening to.
The black lady in the
John Hope Bryant podcast, and he always talk about his thing is always about money with stuff, and he's talking about how things are really not racist. It's more about the money. It's more about class and all this stuff, and it's more about business. And he always say business is not personal, and I look at it and I'm like, it can be personal sometimes. Because sometimes white folks just don't like us. They don't even want our fucking money. They don't care about none of that. They just don't want to deal with you, bro. That's personal. If I got the bread for something, I got what you need to buy it and all that stuff. Isn't that personal? I don't even want your money.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting up here saying it's all, but it's some out there that just really don't like us, point blank, period. It don't matter how you put it, how much money you got, whatever. They won't sell nothing to you. Get from around here. It's not for you. It's not for sale for you.
You know what? I got a video I'm literally about to send. I'll send it right now. It coincides literally with what you're talking about. Go ahead.
But it's just that, so that's why I say when everybody be always talking about, oh, it's business, it's not personal. I'm like, sometimes this shit is personal. It want to keep you at the bottom of the totem pole. It want to keep certain people out of these boardrooms, out of these, out of our conversations with what real money is. It's not all, and I'm not sitting up here saying this all the time, and not saying that it ain't no truth to that. But sometimes it is like, nigga, we don't want your money. We don't want your money. We don't want nothing to do with you. Period.
And I think there's definitely a, we see it in movies. We see it in.
Humble, what's good? On?
He said,
Humble, what it do?
I got a new audio system for my computer. I noticed Maul, you turn to speak a lot and don't hear you sometimes.
Okay, I got you.
I'll work on speaking into the mic. Okay.
All right, then I got
you. But we've seen it in movies. We've seen it in real life. And people who have businesses, they say you're supposed to separate business from pleasure. You're supposed to separate business from personal. I think that is a very, very, very thin line. I think it's
from being personal to being what you probably turn me up a little bit too.
Yeah, from being separating business from personal.
Yeah.
Be Humble also said Joe Bryan speaking on the real topics. I'm not sure who you talking about.
Yeah.
But it can be tough for that to happen though, because for instance, I know somebody who has a job, who has a company, and his wife, he and his wife work together.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all live together, y'all work together. I can imagine if y'all have some issues at home, it can be tough to separate that issue, not bring that issue from home into the workplace, especially if whatever the problem is one person has with the next is showing up in the workplace.
Yeah, but I think that's just relationships. I don't think that would be personal because they just won. They one unit, really, still.
Well, true, but I mean, like for instance, just a first thing that come to my head.
Okay.
If one person they just throw stuff all over the house, and the other person's constantly cleaning it up, saying, "Can you clean up behind yourself? Clean up behind yourself?" And they bring that same trait that they have at home into the workplace. You got stuff all over the place. It's not disorganized. Yeah. I mean, it's all disorganized.
That's just a conversation, though.
And it's changed behavior too.
Yeah, it's a conversation though, because that's like a yin and a yang. I don't think. Cause then we're going into marriage. But I think that goes with like friendships too, or whatever business. You gotta find a business partner. To me, you gotta find a business partner that what you lack in, they're great at. What they're great at, what they lack in, you're great at. I don't think you can get two people that's almost the exact same and think the same, because they'll miss a lot of stuff. It's like with your partner. With any partner you pick in life, I think that's how it is, right? Even with your friends. I don't think your friends, like, we'll be on the same page about a lot of stuff we won't. But you will have attributes that I don't have, and I have attributes that you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying with that type of situation. I think that's where that'll go, kind of. Because when you got a partner in life, or because you went about the damn, I'm going all over the place. I'm like taking this shit where it's
interconnected.
Yeah, because it's like, oh no, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I think that first I guess we got to understand what business, what kind of business is this? Are we talking about just from the corporate standpoint?
So you talking about like a Target or something like that?
Yeah,
or like,
yeah.
Or we got a business?
Yeah, and they make a decision, and or are we talking about this is like so something corporate level, or are we talking about like a corporate business, or are we talking about just something like you working in corporate and then somebody make a decision?
I didn't even think about
maybe on the one-on-one level, and they say, well, we went with the other guy's business. It's not personal.
Yeah. No, what I just was thinking about is just, I wasn't even sectioning it off. I was just thinking about overall business, just business in general.
Yeah, without kind of breaking it down, I really don't.
I think you'll have to break it down to 2 segments then. You'll have to break it down to, like you said, the corporate world or whatever like that, and then what's the other one you was talking about?
No, just kind of like the big business, rather. You know what I'm saying? Like you work for a company, whatever, and they happen to make a decision. Let's say layoffs.
That's not personal. Yeah, I don't think that's personal.
Right. So and that's what I'm saying. I really can't.
I got you.
I really don't know, the direction.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, it's personal to the person that's getting laid off.
Right, but I mean, you're gonna take it personal, right?
But that wasn't personal. Though.
From the business standpoint,
that wasn't personal.
That wasn't. I mean, we still got to make a decision. It's still a business,
right?
Because no,
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing.
Because that's like if I'm the CEO, you the CEO of like you're the president of security, but Spaces is the president or the manager of glass breaking. Nigga, Spaces got to go first. It's just that's a job that we just created to give you money, and I understand it. It's not personal. It's just that the level of chain of command has to go. Because then if we have to make more cuts, I'm the CEO of the business. Jerry Dare go. I'll be the last one standing. Then if we got to make more cuts, guess what? The owner of the company, I got to go. I guess it's just the level of change. Like, I don't think that's personal. Right there.
So I guess, like, maybe you guys can, like, give me an example of what would be something that's personal from I made a large corporate stand, like the large corporate, not the one-on-one, because a lot of us don't deal one-on-one unless, obviously it's a manager, but we're not working in corporate, quote-unquote corporate America. So what it would be something like that a large corporation that you happen to work for, right? But you're not in the boardroom. You're not in. What's something that they could do where a person would feel that it's personal? Like, man, they did this to me, and that's personal.
Oh, let's go like this.
Mm.
We all work for a company. We all go on for, say, it's some overtime.
Mm.
Say once or twice I called off on the overtime. And I go to sign up for it again, but it's another person that come in, and they pick them over me. And you know it's only because, wouldn't that be personal? Because I did call off twice, which I probably deserve not to get picked this time, but wouldn't that be personal?
I would say that's business. Because I'm looking at it from a managerial standpoint. We're not necessarily looking for you.
That's true.
We're
That's
looking
true.
for that position to be filled.
And not call off. That's right. That's right. That's right.
I think like an example would be something like what Maul started to say earlier was about somebody who makes the job more difficult for someone because of their skin color. Like your personal views about a particular skin color is causing you to make work more tumultuous for this person.
Mm.
So that's when we'll go to the personal.
That's what I think.
But then that's hard to prove, though. Wouldn't that be hard to prove?
Yeah,
That's really hard to prove.
Well, you know, the person who's person A who's making work more tumultuous for person B knows that they're approaching this from a racial standpoint, a skin color standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So person A's racial bias, they know that they're the problem. They know that this is a personal issue for them.
Yeah, I mean, you would never really know, like, especially unless it's explicit that it's going to be racial or something like that. Otherwise, that sets the company up for a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not going to, and this kind of goes to the video. It has nothing really to do with a company. But, you know, so you can play with well, I don't know, is HOA a company? No, it's a group of people, but, you know, whatever. Homeowner association, same concept. Shit.
Let's see. Wrong button.
Painted the house, but you need to touch up some more things on the driveway.
Shauna says she repainted the rest of the house and notified Trowbridge.
Some more months went by, I didn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden I start getting all these letters in the mail that say, hey, let us help you with your foreclosure.
Did you hear that?
Like foreclosure. I call my bank, they're like,
You
no,
guys hear
we don't
me
have
good?
anything, and I'm like, what is it? Can't possibly understand. Find out it's the HOA. They had put a lien on my house.
And you didn't know.
I didn't know anything about it.
She emailed Trowbridge and he responded, quote, we know nothing of a message or foreclosure. A lawsuit has been filed against you by the HOA. You should respond as instructed in the lawsuit. Your communication regarding this matter must be with the attorney, not the HOA office. The foreclosure action was for the HOA's attorney's bills.
You're in a situation where they're trying to take your house over legal fees.
Right. Well, they were going to put a lien on it.
And if you didn't respond, that could eventually end up at the courthouse steps, right?
Oh, at the courthouse steps. And then they would, every time they go down to like do something, they just add another fee on it, because as of December, it was only like $4,100. By the time we were done, it was at $5,100. It was at $5,100.
We emailed and called Trowbridge, but he didn't respond.
This is Adam Walsh.
We also called and dropped by the HOA president's home, but didn't hear back from him either.
I'm Adam. I'm with ABC Action News.
Attorney Francis Frischia, who's
Catch, you know, everybody up, so, you know, because it kind of went right into the video. There's a lady, she lives down in Florida. So in Florida, she moved into an area that's HOA. She said basically within the first 6 months of her moving in, she started getting paperwork saying, you know how they do the inspection on your crib or whatever, like they'll, you know, HOA people, or sometimes it's the village people, they'll do an inspection on your crib, basically without you knowing. They told her, well, you need to paint this, you know, paint your house or whatever, do X, Y, and Z. So she did it, you know, and then they said, well, you didn't, it kind of looks like a botched job. You need to paint it all the way around. So she did that, right? And this is kind of to your point as far as, or, you know, your question, you were asking whether or not is it business or personal. So in her situation, her house is basically being taken. They put a lien out on her house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and in this situation, would that be business or would that be personal? Because obviously, if you look at her, she doesn't look white, right? She looks racially ambiguous, so you wouldn't really know what she is. I don't. Maybe she's Hispanic, maybe she's mixed, or just a light-skinned black person. I don't know, but with something like that, what do you think it is? Is it business or is it personal?
Judging from that, it's tough to say. If I had to choose, if somebody say you got to choose A or B, I would say business.
Okay.
Because I don't have any particular reason, to be honest. I don't have enough context to really say that it's personal.
Okay.
I can, based on her story, you can for sure say that they're kind of nitpicking. It seems to me like they were nitpicking. But Be Humble said, why didn't she talk to the HOA first? I'm on the HOA board. She should have attended the meeting and asked questions.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know why she didn't do this, but she did just move there. Seems like you would give a person enough time to maybe start painting and stuff like that, because this is all within, not too long of a span. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, it was like you're definitely out to get her. I know people who also live in HOAs, and, they can be real meticulous about things. But to me, something like this is what Spaces said. They're definitely nitpicking, and we know, if you know where the history of the word nitpicking comes from.
Nigger picking.
Yeah, that's what it means. I never knew.
No, but I'm on the sentiment of Jerry Day too, because like, if this was years, it's different. This happened in the first 6 months of she moving there, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're welcome as like the HOA or whatever, I thought they supposed to be welcome. They supposed to come over here, talk to you, get your name, see who all live here. Just have conversations with you when you first get there, right or wrong.
Right.
That'd be the way to go. That'd the way I think it should be, right?
That's
so then when you get to know them, and then you wait a month or two, and then you come back with like, oh, okay, this is how we do things around here. We're not nitpicking at you, but this is just how we want our neighborhood, or this is how the HOAs or HOA want to be noticed for in this neighborhood or whatever. And you start going over stuff, and you start telling them stuff about that and helping her out. She just got here. Mm-hmm. It ain't like she been doing this. She ain't like she been living there for 5 years and then all of a sudden start doing crazy shit. She just got there.
Yeah, you know what? Be humble, and not to cut you off, Maul. It very could be what you're saying, but see that what I take issue with is that she provided documentation, so she had the work done, and she provided documentation that she had the work done. So what else is the problem? Why take a lien out on this person's house? And to me, it seems like that's a setup, So it seemed very personal, especially you're an HOA. As Maul said, you're not inviting. You're not trying to, this person just moved. You're not even trying to work with the person. Just notices, hey, X, Y, and Z. You need to do this. You need to do that. That's not inviting as an HOA.
But it would, if that were the case, let's go down that direction, right? Because I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just exploring ideas. Maybe they are setting her up. Maybe they are targeting her, right? Mm-hmm. If that were the case, why would they accept her application and allow her to move into the spot?
You know what? I couldn't tell you why.
Do they got to accept the application? I don't know how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know how that part goes.
And that's why I'm exploring. Just
do they got to be humble? Do they got to accept the application? Do they got to see the person that the other person selling to accept your application?
And even then, say for instance they did see the person, right? What do you say?
I mean, I imagine you would.
No. So they don't have to accept.
Right.
They don't
I'm just saying, if we're exploring ideas, even if they did say, well, we have to see the person, how do you deny the person?
Well, I don't.
After seeing them.
Well, just move on to the next person. I imagine it works like something like a job interview, right?
I would assume that you would have to give reason. A job interview, you're there for something. In this situation, I'm buying something. You're trying to, at the job interview, I assume that you're trying to get a job to work here. And even then, I feel like at the job, they may not tell you or why you didn't get hired. And I think a lot of times they do. They come up with some bullshit as reason. So, I think they would have to have a reason. They can't just look at you and be like, hell no. And then,
Hell no.
no, you know what I'm saying? Like they can, I mean, and maybe they could, but they'll have to have a valid reason behind you. And if there's so many people that kind of look like you and I, and it's always hell no.
Be humble can be right too. I think it's some information we might be missing.
It's always information we might be missing, but it is, to me, it is kind of curious. But this really is not really the kind of talk about her situation per se. It was more so, is it business or is it personal? And for me, this more so seems like it's personal, you know, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because you don't just go in 6 months to put a lien on somebody's house for $5,100. Because it was $5,100, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to put a lien for $5,100? I'm saying that she owed like $50,000. You said $5,100. That's crazy to put a lien on somebody's house for that blow of money.
I don't know. I mean, I know somebody's phone got cut off for 2 cents.
Dog, that's a phone. We talking about a house. A house is upwards of, on average, an average house probably in what? I don't even know where she at. In Florida especially, about $250,000 to $300,000. So you put a lien on somebody's house for that much amount of money?
I don't know.
And somebody,
I would say yes to answer your question.
And then you said 2 cents on the phone bill. Dog, you got to show me that. I can't believe that one.
Space is like, it was me.
Let's see. Average cost of house in Florida.
$450,000, and you gonna tell me they finna put a lien on it for $5,100?
You mean to tell me that they ain't gonna come after their money?
There's a whole bunch of ways before you get to lien, though, bro. In 6 months, a lien.
So let's see. There we go. I keep clicking the wrong one. All right, so the median home price in Florida is around $410,600. Figure represents the midpoint of all home prices, with half of the homes selling for more and half for less.
I think the only reason because of that, I think the only reason it's that high, because I'm a Florida dude. Only reason I think it's that high is because you have so many celebrities with $50, $60 million homes. That's what bring the average all the way up like that. I think that's why it's only that high like that.
Yeah, I think
a lot of people move to retirement from Florida.
Definitely would need more information, because I could see both sides really. Jay every day puts up a great question, like maybe they're targeting. My question is, if they had this type of thought process towards her, then I would imagine that they wouldn't accept her into that house anyway.
I don't think they can accept her though, because if the seller's selling it to her, the seller's selling it to her. I don't think they can accept it though.
I mean, I'm terrible at phrasing this right now, but I just think if people didn't want her to be there, then they wouldn't have had her there in the first place.
Okay.
But how would they have stopped her though?
That's the part I can't quite put my finger on. I don't know how to articulate. I don't know how to phrase it. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, like if we don't want you here, then we're not gonna have you here. But
they wouldn't like you said. But I'm trying to figure out, if they don't want her here in the beginning, how can they stop her from, like, I don't know. It's just I'm on the same sentiment now. How can they stop you? Unless they come out and blatantly say it.
I don't know. I wish I knew how to phrase it. But I just think, okay, this to me is like, I would wager that she's not the only person that actually applied to be at this place. So did whatever she had to do to live in this particular place. Mm-hmm. So to me, if she, and let's just say her as a light-skinned black person, is applying for this place, doing whatever, putting up whatever money she has, but they have 8 other white people, mm-hmm. Assuming that it's a white community, why wouldn't they accept the other white people? Like,
on your application, do they ask you to mark your ethnicity?
I think I wish I knew. I've never filled out one of these. I imagine so. Just for a demographic standpoint.
But I'm like,
Be Humble. Be Humble is in the homeowner association. Yeah. Be Humble. Do they ask for your ethnicity?
And I like what he said too. Like, 'cause that's what I'm saying. 6 months is fast, bro. To put a lien on somebody's house at $5,100, that's fast.
Oh, so they don't ask. He said no.
Okay. So they wouldn't have known what color she was until she moved in.
What's her name?
Again,
What's her name?
Gonzalez.
Ooh.
Welcome to another episode of your favorite after church podcast, the No Key Podcast. I'm your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Mount.
It's Jay every day.
Man, what's good with y'all, man? How was y'all last week?
Blessed.
Man, it was cool. I got a story for y'all real quick too, though. I forgot to tell y'all. It happened like maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. Y'all know, drive distance, drive on 65. I merged over to go and get in front of a truck that was going slow. Jay every day know what I'm talking about. Normal, typical practice. As I get halfway to the truck and I'm about to get ready to pass him, I see a motorcycle come up in my rear, in the mirror, because you know you check your mirrors while you passing or whatever. Tell me why this motorcyclist go between both of us while we going trying to pass each other on 65.
I was here.
Bro, I can't tell you how scared I was.
For who?
For him.
Oh.
Bro.
I mean, I get it. Your CDL's in question when people do dumb shit.
Yeah, because it's any wind with a blow, bro, he not surviving. He going to get rolled under any one of them trucks and the back tire's going to hit him.
He was better off hopping on the shoulder.
Bro, zoom right past us, bro.
Did he have a camera on the back?
No. He had a helmet on, though.
Shit.
What does it matter if your whole body?
But it's just to show you how.
Stephen Hawkins.
It's just to show you how.
Sorry.
People don't give a fuck about what's going on. They just in it for themselves. Like, oh, I'm in a hurry. I need to go past.
Yeah.
It's like, so you're going to put both our lives at risk or our careers and not even telling the PTSD because I probably wouldn't have had none because, nigga, it wasn't my fault.
That's crazy. I would.
Like, what am I supposed to do? If you get rolled on, let's just say worst case scenario, wind blow, truck swerve, bump him, he ping ball between both of them and going to both our tires. His head and stuff going to my tires, his legs and stuff going to the other truck tires as he laying across the street.
What?
Huh? But you see, so now we got years of therapy. You got years of therapy because of something you did.
That's crazy.
But hey, I just wanted to tell y'all that story because that shit really did scare the shit out of me that time.
No,
215, exit 215 too, John.
Oh yeah.
I've been in a car when a motorcycle was doing whatever speed they were doing, just veering through traffic, and every time I imagine just one false move, because you're moving so fast that there's a really good chance that somebody might not see you
And
coming
merge
up
over.
and try to merge over.
Yeah.
And next thing you're doing a Sonic the Hedgehog down the highway.
Yeah, you done knocked all the coins out yourself.
All the coins, organs and all. Yeah. You know your coins is your organs. The coins is your organs. All your organs all over the world. Anyway.
I mean, it's
wild. Yeah, and it's just like that's just a move that I was, and then on top of that, I was arguing with somebody else, right? Because we was talking about, you know, how we were talking about how police officers and how people get slick with police officers, and they were like, always, why you just don't comply and all this stuff. And it's like, no, it's certain jobs out here. If you don't feel like doing that job, if you got some anger type of management issues, you shouldn't be doing that job. It's some jobs that you got to be damn near perfect. Police officers is one, firefighters, first responders and stuff. Like, you can't have attitudes, you can't have prejudice against people. Truck drivers, I think, because I can end up killing a whole bunch of people on the highway, me mad at my whatever going on at home or whatever. I got to be damn near perfect and on top of my game. It's just certain jobs out here that you have to be on top of your game every time you go do your job. It's no questions asked. If you're not on top of your job, nigga, you need to get there. As soon as you get to work, you need to get there.
A doctor.
A doctor, that's another one. A dentist. These are jobs that you got people's lives and stuff in your hand that you can mess them up.
Then she could pull out the wrong tooth. It won't be.
No, but shit, you can put too much of the Nova. Whatever you got to shoot in somebody's mouth, you can put too much of that and have them fucked up for life.
Well, pause. That's different. That don't, you know.
You can't poke a nerve.
Yeah, but I'm have them the nerve fucked up for the rest of their life. But it's just to me, it's just certain jobs that
That's every job though, fellas.
What you mean?
Well, you're gonna have to be on top of your game. What job really, if you supposed to be doing it properly?
That V was good, bro.
That, you know.
Stocking shelves at the grocery store.
Okay.
You'll be all right if you put canned goods somewhere.
Yeah, but you stock it wrong, the whole shelves could come down. Boom, on somebody, lawsuit. What's something? I'm just saying, give me a job. Well, man, that ain't shit.
What, job driving?
No, a job.
That's crazy.
Yo, what up, Skeet?
Yo, DX, what's going on? Yo, but it's just to me, it's just a lot of important jobs out here that you got to be on top of your game. It don't matter. It don't matter. But yeah, that's all I got though. Hit his head like this.
Yeah. Thought that was one of them I-65 bumps. You ride down I-65, nigga. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, well, I can tell you all of them, man. I can tell you all of the rough patches at.
Was that a deer?
As soon as you get on I-65 from I-80 to 94, when you get on that Maryville, all that right there, that little stretch. Going through Crown Point, Maryville, I forgot what else right there. Cherville.
All that shit.
All that. Bumpy, fucked up, all that. Yeah. All that's like
What's crazy, when you go through I-65 south of Indianapolis, it's not as bad.
No, yeah, it's just going.
Yeah, it's just going.
Going.
And I think maybe
north coming back. No, you mean north coming back, right?
Right, so no, just south. I'm talking about south of Indianapolis, not coming back, just not north of Indianapolis.
Okay,
the route we normally go.
Okay, I got you.
So, and I just think that might just be the traffic between Chicago and Indianapolis.
Oh, he moved to second, baby. I told you we gonna let nobody beat him. Look at him. He at second, baby. I told you.
My last week was pretty cool. Not a whole lot going on. Just focusing on what needs to be focused on.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact.
All right, so this is something Maul sent to us.
Hey, I'm on. Yeah, you ain't got nothing else? Is it?
No, not that I really care to talk about.
My bad.
So this is something Maul sent to us. Oh,
did I send this up?
Hold up, let me change this back. All right, there we go.
What up, bro?
What's going on?
Bro, him? All right.
Grocery store who did not speak back to you when you said, hey, please understand, sir, be glad that you spoke to her and not me. Because there is a black woman that will meet you with that fire if you don't back your and stop talking to me. What the entitlement, the audacity, because you speak to me does not, I'm in the South too. Because you speak to me don't mean, I have to, what? Men, do y'all agree with this? Women, do y'all, like, as a black woman, do I have to speak with you? Can I go in and buy my groceries and go home to feed my family? You're not paying for the groceries? I'm probably uninterested because it looks like that gut was busting over. You couldn't even look down there and see anything that you could do anything to do. Well, what's your purpose? Okay? Be glad she didn't meet you with that fire. Because not only did she not speak, you felt it enough. So I know you were just hawking her down probably too, and the audacity, this woman, then you keep looking at me a little too hard. You gonna make me uncomfortable. And don't make me nervous now.
Hit some of them comments. See what some of them comments said.
All right, let's see. Put this back up here. All right, Pete Peterson said, I don't speak to black women unless I'm spoken to first.
Oh, boy, I thought that was Be Humble.
But I'll speak to a white woman or Latino woman with no hesitation, and they always speak back and then go on about our day.
That sounds like Be Humble reply.
Bam Bam. But the men something.
The minute
something happened to her in the grocery store. It's like, and the black man just sitting here doing nothing. LMAO saying, you're from the South means the exact opposite of what you said. We speak in the South, especially to our own who raised you to F. Why do we hate each other? We're doomed. It costs nothing to be courteous. If someone speaks to me, I'm speaking back. Wow. Passport, okay.
So I just wanted y'all like kind of opinion on that though.
I saw this video.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw it before, earlier in the week,
Okay.
and
And the only reason this this like caught my eye, because I just had a conversation with someone, right? And they were saying, oh, what's wrong with, because they were really saying, oh, chivalry is dead. All these men, they like, the same little talking points that bees on all these podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, why men don't do this? Why men don't do that? Men is doing this. Men do, and I'm like, do you see? Like, motherfuckers have attitudes for no reason whatsoever. And I don't want to just put it on black women, because it's not just black women. It be women, period. It be some Latinos out there with fucking attitudes. It be some white women out there with attitudes that looking at you crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the simple fact of, what the fuck is wrong with y'all that it don't cost nothing to just be kind and courteous. But then you'll be the same woman who get her ass slapped out in the street, and I keep walking and minding my business. Then what's that?
just like what Buddy said in the comments, where all the black men don't protect black women and all that.
But it's just, I wanted y'all like little comment or whatever about that. It wasn't really nothing. I just thought it was. thought it was. I just wanted to hear y'all comments about it.
You want to go first, Jay, every day?
So I like, she's entitled to her opinion. I don't go out my way to speak really to nobody. So if I see you and we happen to make eye contact and it looks like it's, you know what I mean, it's a mutual, you know, whatever I speak or whatever, but it's not really that serious to me. And, you know, it don't matter how you look. You can be male, female, whatever the fuck. I don't go out my way to do that. That's just not my personality, because I'm focusing on what I need to do. That's, you know what I'm saying? I don't go around saying hi to everybody. That's just not me.
He not lying. Because I've been with him plenty of times. When I speak, and one dude they speak to me, I call that nigga a maggot.
Yeah.
Every day he just kept walking. He said, boy, you can't be saying I got your back, but you can't be saying.
And, you know, it's just, for me, it's everybody, because, you know, I don't want to feel no type of way when somebody don't say nothing back, right? So I don't expect any, you know, any back and forth with a person. Or it's like holding the door. You know how you feel when you hold the door for a person? And because I'm one of the people, I will hold the door. You know, we may not have exchanged words, but I hold the door for a person. But damn, you can't say thank you? So that's finna start going out the window as well. I'm not finna do that either. It's just, I mean, you know, because a lot of people, you know, they're really about self anyway. You know, we also got to realize people also got things going on in their own mind and in their own world, so they may not even be, you know.
I wonder if this is the video
at the grocery.
Okay.
She look like she bite.
So let's see.
Store, but not offer to pay for your groceries? Get the fuck out of my face! I beg your fucking pardon. What the fuck you think this is? I'm over here shopping for things, and you're flirting with me while I'm shopping for things, but not offering to pay for the things that I'm shopping for while you're trying to flirt with me. Are you stupid? Like, the only way to win right now is to pay for the groceries. If not, move the fuck around. Move around. Because you're definitely not moving on up. Thank you.
Say it again.
Man, her baby daddy is at the crib playing 2K.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
every day we say this all the time. We see shit like this. I'm married.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't give a shit about none of that.
Hey, I don't care what none of you say. Somebody chose and accept my proposal. You bitches still out here trying to get somebody. I'm married. I don't know what else to say to you. If you single out here, man, I pray for you. Really not. I'm just saying that just because it's the nice thing to do. But I don't get no fucks. I don't get two shits.
But you know what?
Because women like that deserve to be single with cats for the rest of their life. And then her son going to grow up that she going to raise, going to get a woman and going to leave her like that. And he going to be fucked up too, because that's who's raising him. He going to be fucked up as well.
But you know what I would also say, and, you know, I can probably argue that a lot of times, though, men, particularly black men, right, a lot of them are really hawky, if you know what I mean. Like,
Sure.
Every chick that comes around, like, niggas is trying to holler. Thirsty. Like, bro, let her do what she came to do. And some shit I understand.
Thirsty.
Right? Because when these chicks be at the, the fitness center club, y'all don't be all up in their face then. You know what I'm saying? When I'm at the Planet Fitness or the LA Fitness or whatever, and these women be scantily clad, they dress real provocative. Y'all don't be all in their face then. Holla at them then.
Then they say you stalking them too, and you trying to.
Well, they already saying that you stalking them at the goddamn grocery store. So why don't you stalk them where they dress, sexually suggestive?
So you think it's like it goes both ways. You trying to say?
All I'm saying is a lot of times, man, give these women some space. You know what I mean? Give them some space. Like, it does become like back the fuck up, because sometimes you hear or you see that, like, bro, y'all too thirsty out here. I think the name of the game is to be magnetic, right? So you're supposed to pull them. By pulling doesn't necessarily mean you got to go up and talk to her. So that means she's pulling you. Yeah. You need to be pulling her, and she might, come holler at you.
Get where you coming from with that.
You know what I mean? You ever been in a store and, hey, can you get that for me? Should be eye level to her. She can grab that herself.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, it do be some men out here. You ever been in a group or like you just somewhere, and every find that piece of ass that walk past, a dude is in their face.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I've seen that, bro. I've seen something to that degree. Like, a lot of dudes will be hanging outside of whatever venue, whatever store,
the gas station.
That's a beauty. What's
Sister
good?
Every day. What's going on? How you feeling today?
Sister every day.
And then, like as soon as you said hockey, I had to think about it, because I thought you were gonna say. I thought you meant vultury.
But the same thing. All the same thing.
But vultures are scavengers. They
pick up. That's the same thing.
Birds.
All the same thing.
But no, hockey is like just trying to put your talons in the motherfucker. Like, just
it's
pray.
I've seen it. I'm like, what? Like, she'll be walking and he'll be like this the whole time as she's walking past.
No, looking is something different. But I'm just saying, like, every time I find some walk past, you're trying to get in her face. You're trying to get her attention. You're catcalling or something like that.
Is that what you meant by hockey?
Now, hawking is like you approaching, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? We're men, so men some men are naturally on the chase, right? As far as, but hockey is just like always on the chick's shoulder. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think about a chick, a hawk and its talons, and it's trying to sink its talons into the prey or whatever. And that's why I'm coming at with it. But I just think that a lot of the guys just really be over the top, particularly black men. I think other groups, they do it a little differently. You know, I think black men are more bold when we do approach women. I think the other groups are kind of like, hey, I buy pussy, type. That's how they come. You know. They do, like Hispanic men, whatever. They come like that. They always think all the black women sell coochie.
Sell coochie.
They do.
Be humble with that statement, though, right? Trying to get the numbers up. And that's why I think fathers are important to talk to their sons about. You don't have to be out here fucking everything that walk and move, bro.
See, oh yeah, Arab men too, same ones. If you see a sister working at the goddamn gas station or one of them corner stores, JJ's Fish or Sharks,
she fucking,
dude.
She fucking.
Yeah. He paying her cash just for that ass. So I'm just saying, that's what he doing.
But what do you think of the sentiment of what she was saying? Like, y'all said you don't care what they say, y'all whatever, but the sentiment specifically, like, Cleo Trapper is, like, I think a rapper, and she was saying, don't flirt with me unless you're playing with my groceries. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's kind of this era's mentality, right? Where they're definitely trying to get something. I mean, they're always hungry, so they want to go to the restaurants and eat on you.
But the thing too, I heard somebody say, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he said this is the generation of women calling all dudes tricks.
We got their hand out.
But ain't they hoes? Don't tricks get hoes? Yeah. Or it's some of the sentiment of that.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
So they refer themselves as, they want you to trick on them, but they don't find themselves prostitutes or whores or anything like that. That's like, what's that? Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Because they don't got the traditional pimp.
You your own pimp, but you still a hoe?
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, the traditional pimp. But you know what? Again, that comes down to the men. A lot of the men, you know, you might not be able to get, you know, no vagina on your own, no vagina on your own, and you know, that money go a long way. So this is why I do think a lot of women have taken that route. I mean, I think the women in the United States is just catching up. Bitches from overseas been selling poon. This is why motherfuckers go down to the DI. This is why they go down to Colombia and Venezuela.
That nigga that had 5 days for pussy, like 5 different days for pussy in this conversation.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, poon, coon, twat. I mean, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's what it's called, man. It is what it is. What are you trying to?
Shit, man.
You know, sometimes you remember that the girl a long time ago, maybe a year or two ago now, that she gorilla glued her hair.
Yeah, I remember her. No,
$12,000.
Yeah, that was way longer than a year or two.
Yeah,
That
was in a bat cave.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, that was before the bat cave. That was the spot. Yeah. The whatchamacallit with the first ever episode.
So you know, sometimes I think I want to try to find her IG message or ask her some questions.
Really?
Because I want to see if I can get her to take some of that Gorilla Glue off of her head.
Yeah.
And give it to a lot of these women out here and put it in that space but below their nose and above their chin.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. What are you talking about?
Shut up.
Talking about we got two examples specifically right now of one woman saying he spoke to a girl and the lady said, if that was me, you'd been met with that fire. For saying hi.
Don't matter. Should have been in jail.
For saying hi.
Oh, she was talking about like real fire? Like really shooting?
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've been met with that fire.
What? And then she put it online. So now, right, this is online. So if it ever happens to where she shoots somebody, she going to jail.
It's on facts. It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. She can't defend nothing about nothing. You said that out loud and out your mouth.
And it's crazy because now when a lot of people go and they say or do things on the internet or they make a post about something and then it blows up in a direction that maybe they weren't ready for or they didn't like, they take the post down. You might as well leave it up at this point because in this reactionary period of social media that we have, by the time you take it down, it's somebody already going to be screen recorded, somebody already going to be screenshot, and then there's going to be tons of people that make reactionary videos to it.
And guess what? All somebody did was put that in the top, and then they're going to bring it out a year or two later to say, this is what you said, to bring it back up.
As soon as you come back out on social media.
It's a fact.
Like, he got in order for him to flirt with you, he got to pay for your groceries. Just not even in the thought process. I'm not even living in the thought process of her believing that in real life.
She believed that.
But for you to just say that, period, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Why? Sometimes the freedom of speech is it just goes. Some people go crazy with that freedom, man. But no, it's people just say stuff to get. You know what? I think Nancy Beauty said you got to pay to play. Oh, you saying she for sale?
What's that old school song? It's nothing going on but the rent. Gotta have a J-O-B. They've been selling pussy for years.
This is an age-old practice, man.
This is nothing. The only thing now, you got cameras. Yeah, this is the world's oldest profession. The only thing now, we got cameras. They can say what they want and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is nothing new. Nothing new under the sun.
You know what? You're right. There's nothing new. It's just everything is on for the public eye to see now.
Mm-hmm. That's how they've been talking and been, you know.
That's facts because
these are a whole bunch of old hoes. Like you ever wonder why some of the women are the way that they are?
Because they were taught to be.
They were taught to be that way.
It was exemplified to them in one way or
Yeah, it was
another.
somebody was showing them, even the men. You know, I mean, I'm like this about men. I'm just saying they learn. This is learned behavior.
You should put the number in the chat too. If somebody want to call in.
So yeah, throw the number in the chat. So if they want to talk about these hoes,
Thank y'all for kicking it with us. Share this with 2 people. Let them know your favorite After Church podcast is live on this beautiful Sunday. So connect. It seems like I haven't seen this myself, but it's something J Every Day sent us.
For the black.
Seems like it would connect to this particular subject. All right, let's see here.
Jerry, they sent this?
yeah, I think I sent it. It was. I just wanted you all's thought on this.
Okay.
All these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there from experience. 3 different marriages.
Damn, 3 different marriages?
10 different kids.
Damn.
7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider or a protector. Nothing. Insults, ridicule, abandonment, that's all that awaits you. People won't even remember all the sacrifices that you made, financially, physically, or in any way. They won't even care. So young man, save yourself. Focus on yourself. Put your money in your pocket. Worry about your own survival because nobody else will.
So let's see. I'm 54, 20 years married, and this man didn't tell one single lie. This message is 100% approved. I have no clue how my dad put up with my mother for so long. R.I.P. Pops, strong man. Real talk right here. Can't do nothing but agree as a 49-year-old man. I'm so much of a real one. I don't know how my father stayed with my mother. He better than me. Yeah, all of these comments I'm seeing, taking in 7-step kids is a different kind of brave. Salute to this OG for that.
He did go crazy. You got kids? Come on over.
Yeah, man.
What's your question?
No, my question is, how do you guys feel about what he said? You know, given that this man, I mean, according to him, he's married, or he's been married 3 times, he has stepchildren, children of his own. Do you feel as if, because it sounds to me what he's saying is that it's a thankless job, you know, essentially. So would you feel the same way as Spaces? I know you don't have any children and you're not married. So, as a person who doesn't have any children and not married, how do you feel about, you know, what he just said?
I tend to agree. And you know, this is speaking from a standpoint of someone who, like you said, is not married and doesn't have kids. I ask myself every day, and I look at people not for the most part, but I look at different people, examples of people who are married, male and female, and I even ask them, what specifically do you get? Not all of them, but you know, people that I can have conversations with. What do you get out of being married? In fact, that reminded me of somebody that I know who he's on his 4th marriage.
Okay, going crazy.
He's on his 4th marriage.
That's his thing, huh?
And
before we had sex, we got to get married.
that's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. And then when he get tired of it. But no, man, I ask myself that question, and I ask people who are married that question. What do you guys who are married, what do you get out of this? And it's never really anything, or hardly ever anything specific to him. Hardly ever anything specific to him. It's all beneficial. The what he gets out of the marriage is things that benefit the people who he's over. His family, his wife, his kids, they all benefit. Nothing specific to him. So what do I think about his statement? I think absolutely. And I also think about how he had conversation before about how there's been men in the past, and I'm sure it happens every day, who legally have to pay child support for kids that are not theirs. Mm-hmm. I don't see what a single benefit that a man. I mean, it's outside of maybe a tax break if they're married, if they structure their finances like that. And there are some studies, playing devil's advocate, that say a man lives a little bit longer and lives a little bit healthier life when he's married. Because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but specific to him, not many people have an answer.
Sure. Mom, what you think?
I think all that shit he just said was cap. Every bit of it was cap. Every last bit of it. First of all, the nigga been married 3 times. That should tell you something right there. If you've been married 3 times, you go with 3 different baby mamas and you take on 7 kids, that shows me something wrong with you. You ain't got no discipline. You ain't got no structure in your life. So therefore, it's not spilling over in your family. I don't give a fuck who it is I marry, whoever it is I come across, or whoever it is I'm in a relationship with. You're going to get on my program. You're going to do what the fuck I tell you or else. You can say whatever you want to say about it. If you ain't rocking like that as a man because you ain't got no structure, that's you. If they don't respect you, that's on you because you're not offering that. And if a motherfucker don't respect you, it's time for you to move on. You ain't got to put your hands on nobody. This is my house. This is what I do in here. We all follow this code. If you don't like that, get the fuck out. Kick rocks. Get the mop on your way out. But for him to say, oh, it ain't no benefit, that's because motherfuckers is so weak-minded and don't tell a motherfucker what is need to be done. If you tell somebody what needs to be done in your house, they're going to do what you want to do, or you can go to, that's the door. It's the door for a reason. Get the fuck on. But we so quick as men, but we always say as a man, as a culture, oh, we run this, we run everything. No, the fuck you don't. You run your mouth, you don't run nothing. Because you ain't got no backbone, you ain't got no spine. You scared to tell a motherfucker that if you tell somebody to do something, you think they ain't going to do it, so you going to go run and tuck your ass. Ain't nowhere in the world a grown man or a man like my grandfather, my father, or whoever the men I look up to is going to go about what some other kid. I don't give a fuck if you ain't my kid or not. If you up in this household, you're going to do what I say you to do. You're going to tell your daddy after you leave, but you're going to do what I tell you to do while you up in here. Me and your daddy can have a conversation later, but you under my rules, you under my house now. But once you put structure like that in kids' life, in a woman's life, or whatever, they're going to love you regardless. They're going to make sure you're taken care of. So just because you married 3 wrong women, you made all them decisions, you had all them badass stepkids, and you're going to put that on everything. No, I don't. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I think everybody needs some type of marriage. It gives you some type of structure. It gives you something to work for, to go to work for, and all that stuff, and somebody to care about other than yourself and being selfish. Yes, it's being a man of selfless things. Yes, it is. That's just, it's part of the game. Like, what the fuck are we, motherfuckers always crying and acting like bitches, bro. That's the whole thing about this time right now is everybody, so is, oh, what do I get out of it? What do I get out of it? That's why we in so many predicaments we in now, because everybody think everything is fair. You live in the United States, ain't shit fair, my nigga. Even if you go wherever you go, shit is not fair. But to me, it's always men want the men title, but then you want to act like bitches and be like motherfucking women and shit like that. You can't be like a woman. We're not women. We can't do that. But that's just my sentiment. It's every time we always want to talk about we men, but when it's time to be men, like what people say all the time, everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. Everybody want to be a man till it's time to be a man. You have to do stuff. When you come in, you got to make sure everybody's straight. You always got to make sure your kids straight. You always got to make sure your wife is cool and all that stuff. It's just what comes with being a man. If you don't want to be a man, go get your sex changed. Go be a transgender or transmission or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
A motor.
But stop crying about being a man. That's just what it is, bro. That's what you was born as. It started to get on my nerves of all these men are always complaining about shit like fucking women. I ain't never seen a group of men that complain about every fucking thing that go around. Like, nigga, you a bitch. But that's just my thing. As soon as I start hearing him speak, because he married 3 or 4 times, you take care of 7. No, you's a fucking lame and a duck. You a sucker that all them women saw, and they sucked that motherfucker. That's what happened. So don't try to put that on all the marriages. Hell no, there's some very beautiful marriages out here that men take care of well by their wives and by their kids, and kids respect them. Even stepkids respect them. Is all of them going to do that? No. Some of them going to be rebellious. I'm not saying all. But most of them, when you do right by your family and your kids and everything is straight in the house, guarantee you they take care of you when you get older. They make sure you're good when you get older. So all that bunch of bullshit that he just said, all that's cap. I don't believe in none of that shit. Everything he said was cap. And all them niggas that was in the comments that was saying right on, them bitches too. Niggas are straight, because only hoes start complaining about what. No, because you won't got your life. You ain't got no backbone. You ain't got no spine. You're not running your house like it should be ran. Point blank simple. Because when a real man come in the house and tell you, hey, this how we gonna do it, this how we gonna lay down the law, like bam, bam, bam. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. It ain't nobody, we're not going back and forth. This is not a fucking democracy. We don't go back and forth. This is dictatorship. You in my house now. We got rules, we set rules, this how we go. That's it. But that's just my opinion. You agree with it, don't. I don't give no fuck.
JVD?
So, you know, I don't know the man personally. I don't know what he got going on. From what I took from it is be mindful, right, about the relationships that you may end up. His situation is his situation. He may have chosen wrong, right? So to me, I'm looking at it, this is an older person who seems like he chose the wrong women or the wrong people to be with.
Chose
right?
3?
You know, it happens. You know, right? It happens. So he chose the wrong people, and to me, it's kind of an example of saying, hey, you can end up in the same predicament that I'm in. Choose the path that you decide to go wisely. Now, you don't get nothing out of the situation. You don't get anything a lot of times out of, you know, being the provider or whatever for your family because, well, shit, you created it, right? So you got to, if you want to call it mess, you created the mess that you're in. So obviously you're not going to really get anything up out of it. But I think at the end of the day, it becomes some type of joy, right? You know, it becomes joy when you see that your child or your stepchildren graduated and, you know, you had a hand in that. Most people by nature aren't really, you know, people who show gratitude anyway, right? People by nature, I mean, it's just human nature. So at the end of the day, you know, like I said, what I took from what he said is that, you know, just be mindful. Don't hop into relationships so fast. Don't be quick to take on other people's responsibilities. Because sometimes that's other people, even though, you know, you might be in a relationship with a person, you know, male or female, well, in this situation should be female, right? Like, just because she brings kids and maybe you don't have any, or maybe you might have one, you got to be mindful that, you know what, she has children and that's not necessarily your responsibility at that moment. But if you decide to bring them children under your roof, they're going to be your responsibility. So think on that. You know what I'm saying? Just because the coochie good and she giving out good head or whatever it is, so she making you feel real good, right? Don't jump out the window and, you know, just make real poor decisions. So that's what I took from it. Again, I don't know him. So I don't, you know.
To me, it's just because we always say, oh, we're the men. We're always beating our chest talking about we're the men. But when it's time to be the man, it's time to lay down some laws or do something that men supposed to be doing, we're crying about it. That's the response. That's about the double standard. That's the responsibility you have. I'm not crying on no decisions I got to make for my family. That's on me. Or for anybody that's under my tutelage, that's on me. That don't got nothing to do with nobody else. That got something to do with me as a man. That's just how I was taught. We're in the age now where everybody want to be passenger. Men want to be passenger princesses, bro.
Yeah, but let me ask you, do you think that it's okay to have a reflection and actually, you know what I'm saying, and understand that, hey, you know, maybe he could have worded it about himself.
Yes.
So
right? But I don't think there's nothing wrong with having a reflection on life, right? He looks like an older gentleman. I don't know how old he is, but he looks older than me, and I'm 40, right? So
we look way younger than a lot of people.
Right. But I don't feel like there's anything wrong with reflecting and saying, you know what, people, you can avoid this situation. You can avoid this pitfall.
But and I can agree with you on that, and I could rock with you on that, and I wouldn't have said what all I said, because he would have just been putting that on himself. But he put that on for everybody else, though. He was saying, "Oh, you shouldn't get married." This. No, that's because you had that fucked up mentality. That's because you didn't take control and take leadership of what you should have been taking care of. Don't put that on everybody else.
Right, but just as this is the podcast, right? And the podcast, a lot of times we speak just blanketly.
Yeah.
And, but I don't feel like it's for everybody. I think he was speaking just blank. I'm just kind of speaking for him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's speaking for everybody. Okay. It's just a situation to me that a lot of times happen, and men at the end of the day feel some type of way about it. Clearly, you have a lot of men in the comments. I like the video just off what I was gaining from it, right? But you have a lot of men in the comment who felt the need to comment to say, you know what, this gentleman is right. And these are people who they weren't even talking about the woman that they were with. They were talking about their mother. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how my dad, this is what they say. I don't know how my dad stayed with my mother. And I think a lot of times we pedestalize women so much that if a man has something to say against what is the quote-unquote status quo about women, it becomes this nigga's a bitch. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's what you're saying, but we also gotta hear men out, because I don't think men don't hear men out. Right? That nigga's a bitch. And he very well could be a bitch. I was looking at him and, I was looking like, man, this nigga might be a bitch. But I'm just also saying that we got to give men enough room to hear each other out, just like women give enough women, at least it appears that they give other women enough time to hear them out. And that's all I'm saying.
But, bro, go ahead, Spike, because I don't talk about 3 times.
I think I was erring on the side of Jay Everyday, what he just said. Now, of course, we can look at this man and say that he had 3 failed marriages, and he took on a total of 3 kids of his own and 7 stepkids or whatever the case. To me, maybe I'm looking at it from a different angle, but if a man is willing to do that, then he should have some level of reverence and significance in the household. To me, what this story is saying, he tried at least 3 times in marriage. And granted, it can be the fact that he, like Be Humble said, he's not good at picking a good woman. But like Jay Everyday just said, we were looking at men they weren't talking about the women that they were with in the comments. They were talking about their mothers. So we got and I think when it comes to certain, oh man, when my brain gets racing, anyway.
Okay, man, start speeding.
Man, I just think yes, we can definitely look at him and say you had 3 failed marriages, you ain't picked one, but he's what, 50, let's just say 45, 50. He's probably been in a whole lot of different relationships at this point. So we can say that he's had a lot of different relationships, so he should be able to identify what is good and what's not. People change.
And I can hear y'all on that. I can hear the sentiment on y'all when y'all say that, though. But the thing about it is, to me, is why do we always keep saying men run this and men run that, but then we go complain about the shit?
He didn't say that, though.
But I'm just saying in general, because we don't want to put it in a but we still complaining, though. Like, you pick 7 kids, though, nigga, that's it really, like Be Humble said, you a corny motherfucker. You pick 7 kids that ain't yours to try to raise.
I agree with that.
Like you need to go talk to Anton. Well, what you talking about? Like, bro, Anton said, like, bro, and I can understand 1. I can understand 2. I can maybe even understand. I can even put my head around 3. Nigga, you said 7.
That's across all relationships, though, right?
That's what, across our relationships.
Right. So I would assume, like, each time you're in a relationship, each woman here probably a child or 2.
So you kept doing 2 and impossible.
It could have, right? But on this end, while we're laughing, right? So we're laughing, but if he hadn't did that, then we'd also be talking about
nice on the women because you pick bad motherfuckers.
No, we'll be talking about, like, if he said, well, I don't want a woman with kids. Now
that's his preference.
Well, I'm just saying, but it's also men who will say, well, that's a bitch ass nigga.
No, I wouldn't say
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general, you'll have men on the opposite side, and you'll definitely have women that say, well, that's a bitch ass nigga. So it can't be either or. You know what I'm saying? It can't be
both.
Both. Like, damn, this nigga picked, okay, he had a 3 relationship or got married with 3 women, and, you know, they had 10 kids total, including the stepchildren. He's a bitch ass nigga. Or, like, I don't want no kids with, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no women with kids. Well, that's a bitch ass nigga too.
But I think as the older you get, the more realistic you got to get. Because we're up in age. Let's just say forbidden, we all single. Nigga, it's going to be we looking for the Virgin Mary out here. We try to find a woman, goddamn it, who ain't got no kids right now.
And I agree with that, right? And now Buddy does look like he pushing 50.
Thank you. So you ain't yeah.
So like Be Humble said, he corny AF taking on 7 kids.
But I didn't think about it like that though. Like you and Jerry Day said, it might have been a total of each relationship. You might have had 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here, 1, 2. I didn't even think about it like that. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about it like that.
I don't like saying this too much. The sniper of the No Key podcast, Naps Beauty said, if I were playing spades, this would be a bad hand.
It is, because you took on the responsibility. Now you crying about it. Like you know what you're getting into when you're trying to be a stepfather or something like that. And especially if kids that's already 7, 8, 9 or whatever, you know what the possibility can lead to. You ain't think about those you didn't have a conversation with yourself to be like, bro, I'm sitting there talking to this woman. Her kid's 7, 8, and 9. I'm for a little disrespectful. I'm starting to win them over a little bit. But the daddy ain't there. The daddy is here. So I'm gonna have trouble with that too. So you didn't have this, like we're not gonna put his foot to the fire like, bro, you ain't had conversations with yourself about what can happen?
Well, absolutely.
We don't know the total, we might be missing information, so we really don't know. But what if he took the approach that you said, right? So he said, everybody that come in this house, they're going to get about with my program, right? So everybody got to say, you know what? Fuck your program. I'm up out of here. Right, so this is how the nigga ended up with 3 marriages.
Yeah. No, but he should have did that before he got married. You don't do that after you get married.
He can't do that.
I'm not finna invite no kids in my crib.
Huh? But this is before I propose and all this stuff. Like, look, this how this gonna go. This how everything gonna be run. While we in the dating stage and all that stuff. When this stuff is on the program and it's moving like I wanted to move, then I'm thinking about marriage. I'm not thinking about marriage before that. Especially if I came and set rules and y'all sitting up here doing this and we going back and forth and we arguing all the time. We're not getting married.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. But again, sometimes women will say this, well, men change, so and women will change too within a relationship, right?
Touche.
So women will change.
I can't argue with you.
Right?
Touche.
And I only say that because they say that.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because I'm a firm believer. A person will show you. You know what I mean? Way before.
Exactly.
I'm a believer of that. You know what I'm saying? They've showed you before. You just chose to look the other way.
Yeah, because he was doing this other thing. He was paying for some shit.
Okay.
He's like, I ain't never had this before.
Right. Now I get magnified. Well, oh, shit, I didn't know you was doing that.
I ain't never had hot water before. Right. We've been here all this time, and I ain't never had hot water in the wintertime.
Yeah, and that's what I was waiting to get at, because it's like a lot of times it's tough when you're about to get into a marriage, because in one hand, you can't expect certain things
fully, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To you can't expect a light switch to be flipped once they jump the broom.
Yeah.
They have to be showing that beforehand.
Programs had to already be in place, baby.
Right. But at the same time, you get people, and I'm not saying I don't know his situation or whatever, but you get people that say, well, you can't expect this until we marry.
Okay, and then that's you ain't showing me nothing, so I guess we just fucking. Until I get tired of you. Then I'm gonna move on. But I'm not gonna marry you if you ain't showed me no signs. You can't sit up here and tell me that
I agree with that.
You're messing with a woman and she ain't showed you no signs. Like, bro, I kid you no lot. I told my uncle, I was gonna tell this at my wedding, but we didn't write our own vows. But right, I was with my woman for so long, I ain't married, I was back on the fence, back and forth. We went down to Florida on one Juneteenth, right? And I was already had in my mind I was gonna propose that summer coming up or whatnot. But that really just solidified after all these, we've been through every ups and downs and all that, but that really solidified, right? So my family and I, we were play wrestling and all that stuff. My clothes and stuff was at the hotel. We was at the Airbnb with them. And I got thrown in the pool. We was all in the pool, so I was soaking wet. My wife went, my dear wife now, but she was my girlfriend then, she went to Walmart with everybody else to get me some new clothes and fresh clothes and stuff. My uncle say, bro, you ain't give her no list of things to get. I say, I ain't had to. She gonna bring everything I need and more. Watch and see what I tell you. I'm sitting there on the couch. My wife walk in now and walk in with everything and even shit I wasn't even thinking about. right? And I told my uncle, that's where it
Got
goes.
them all a new chain. You know what I'm saying? Put this on. We in Florida.
And I told my uncle, see, I told you, that's why I'm going to marry her. That's the point exactly of why I'm finna marry her.
I got you this grill.
I got you this grill.
See?
Got you a donk.
But this is what I'm talking about. You got to know who you're marrying in certain situations that they do stuff that you don't even have to ask them to do. They know to do that. That's what I'm talking about vetting. Sometimes vetting don't go 2-3 years. Sometimes that shit might go 5 or 6. Maybe people might be late bloomers. You never know. It took me a long time, but I've been new. But that just all that stuff did was solidify it.
Be Humble said that sound like a white woman.
Hell
She
no.
got white friends. She got white friends.
Hell no. I ain't gonna say that. We're gonna leave that alone. Be Humble trying to get people in trouble.
Be Humble also said he picked a bad woman who to help him in a step parenting situation. That made me think about something. So, we talking about the step kid situation.
Fresh white tea.
But I think we had a conversation before. I know I've had the conversation before. Should people with kids aim for people who don't have kids, or should they aim for people who also have kids?
I would say the latter of they should aim for people who do have kids. Because for people who don't have kids won't know it. It's like, oh, we're going on a date. But then something happened to where I have to go get my kids. You like, nigga, I done paid for all this shit already. And I'm out of this money. But somebody with kids will understand, like, okay, I understand. Because I would do the same thing if my daughter or if my son need me.
Much agreed. But you see how we're playing both sides of the field now, because Be Humble said he was coordinating effort taking on 7 kids. He was dating in the pool that he was in.
Yeah.
Let me, real quick, the only issue that I have with niggas, I say this, because we've seen it. Niggas get with broads who have children. These niggas already have kids, and they be the best step fucking fathers for somebody else's kid, right?
Drop the bomb.
Because at first, I had seen something, I'm like, man, I don't necessarily agree with that. But then I seen something like, damn, this is true. Niggas be the best fathers for somebody else's kid, and your kid looking bummy.
Drop it again.
You getting food for other people's kids, and your kids ain't got no food. They eating ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? You out here going to crab balls and shit with their kid. So if you got children, men, you know what I'm saying? This might be his situation where, you know what I'm saying, he bouncing from chick to chick and shit and having kids, and then you know what, he ain't doing right by his kids. Women, I'm gonna tell you a telltale sign. If you with a nigga that's not doing right by his kids, you don't go be with this nigga.
He gonna treat her kids better than his.
Yeah, but that's right. But you can't trust.
Next.
And then also you can't trust the nigga. You can't trust the nigga that don't take care of their kids.
Yeah, you next.
If a nigga would do this to his own seed, nigga, it's nothing for your kids.
That's if you just said speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? This shit be the truth.
Tabernacle.
It be the truth. Like you niggas be out here. I've seen it firsthand. You know, and stop.
But what's the great saying is? You want to tell how somebody gonna treat you. Just wait. You say you want to tell how someone's gonna treat you. I don't know how to say go, but
watch
it's like
how they treat other people.
Yeah, watch how they treat other people because you're next.
Yeah, watch how they treat their mama.
Yeah, you're next.
How they treat their kids.
Yeah, you're next.
And how they treat like the server.
Yeah,
you know
that's the big telltale sign of the server.
Because how they treat people that really have nothing to offer them, like too also.
Yeah,
like can't really be of service to them. How do they treat them?
Yeah.
Your kids ain't got no game system, but you buy their kids a game system.
Nigga got looking at you like PS6.
Man. Damn, he got him a PS6. He went over to Japan himself.
Yeah.
Damn.
He built that himself. Flew overseas for that.
Your son got a GameCube.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, man.
Atari.
I think, a lot of men have this story. A lot of men have the same sentiment. And a lot of men go through this. And I think it's good that, when it comes to men speaking on what it is that they go through, it's often silenced. It's often overlooked. It's often like, well, just deal with it. This is your choice. You shouldn't have chose that way. Well, okay, cool. It sounded to me like he admitted that his choices what they were, and he's just speaking on his experiences.
And I can agree with y'all. I can agree with all this. I agree with everything. I think everything we said was valid. It's just the sentiment that come with me is, because me and Jerry Day was talking about this one time too. We were talking about like men always want like men treatment, king treatment, but you know, a lot comes with that. So you can't want that, and you can't want to say that we're the men, we're this, we're that. But then when situations come up where we got to be men, we complain about it. And I'm not sitting up here saying, you know, if you got some sentiments to get off your chest, yeah, you should, you know, put your valid points and stuff out there. But it's just a lot of it is, some of it be like wishy-washy with like some of the stuff that women go through too. Like some of it be valid points, but some of the bitches be just complaining.
So we can specify what the benefits that a woman gets from marrying a man. We can name those things. That specific benefits to her. What are some for him?
So for him, it's like your household will be whole. Like, bro, I don't know if you know or not, but I eat where we at right now. Mog over there eating watermelon and stuff now. It's I don't want to tell her everything, but y'all get my sentiment of what I'm talking about. Go ahead. It smell like some motherfucking curry chicken in this bitch right now.
Motherfuckers is cooking.
That's what I'm saying. My skin clear now.
Hair growing faster.
Right? Huh, baby, put this in your hair. I see you like all that. That's what you come from.
When the winter come, the heat gonna be on in this motherfucker.
No, but this is but this is what happens when you get a good woman. It upgrades you. People can sit up there and say all you want to. You ain't had no good woman. Because when you have a good woman will upgrade you just like you will upgrade her in certain situations in your life. Shit get better. You can be doing good. Everything can be going better. But she sees shit. Oh, baby, I don't know if you know, but you been taking care of that nigga. That nigga ain't no good for you. He just using you. Your woman will come with something like that. So we can keep saying what women don't do and all this or what. No, you will get some stuff will happen. Your life will upgrade if you got a good woman. Not talking about our women. And that's the same thing that go with if you got a good man. Your life will get upgraded.
DHPX, I'm trying to understand what you're talking about, man. Go ahead and give us a call.
What do you say?
Because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? He say, what if the mama pussy trash? And I'm trying to figure out how does that correlate with the child? And if the mama pussy is trash, why would you marry her? You know what I'm saying? If that was like the number one thing, like, damn, pussy trash, I'm going to go ahead and marry her. Like, why would you do it?
Yeah, you fuck it up right there. But I do think women do upgrade. When you got the good woman that you got, it upgrades your life. She started putting stuff and implementing stuff that she started adding value where like, she know you go to work every day, right? She know you wake up, you don't have time to cook. She'll have dinners and stuff ready and meals preps ready so you won't be out there eating restaurant food all day. She have good healthy stuff for you. Huh? Eat this apple on your way to work, baby. Don't go get that McDonald's. Your blood pressure out. You take your blood pressure medicine today, your blood pressure already high because you eating that trash.
It's high because I've been fucking with you.
but this is what good women do. Good women upgrade you, just like good men do. So I can't sentiment and go with that thing, that day old internet thing where men going against women. No, I'm not with that because good women will upgrade you. I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah, and yes, of course, you know, in the conversation of good man and good woman for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking from the lens of, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not taking it away at all. Mm-hmm. So a man coming into a woman's life, she gets, let's just say specifically, she gets a personal security guard. Mm-hmm. Automatically, regardless of whatever her behavior is, she automatically gets a personal security guard. Mm-hmm. Men don't. What is the equivalent that men get? Because in a lot of cases, women are abandoning the very things that men find valuable in them.
What's that?
Cooking.
Okay, so
no recipes.
Okay.
Professional DoorDash orderer.
Okay,
but why don't you, or not you, but why don't you get a woman that could cook?
Thank you.
And
why you protect the bitch that
if she can't cook, why don't you, teach her? If you're the leader, teach her how to cook? Why don't you make sure that, you know what? I'm not cooking shit. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck you cook, and we gonna work on this thing. You see what I'm saying? Like build the bitch.
Build her up. That's what I'm saying.
If this is an issue, build the bitch.
Especially if you like her like that.
At this age.
And whatever age.
Like, I'm thinking on the lens of, let's just say, Buddy, that in the video.
Oh, this age, this nigga,
like 50.
It's over with.
But they don't want you to be their teacher.
if this bitch don't know how to cook by 50, it's over with. She should have been learned that 25 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
She should have been in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Already know how to do that before she get into the
right. So that, and I'm talking about if you're a younger man, because he was speaking to the younger brothers, right? And if you're a younger man, why don't you go find your chick, you know? And plus, you got to develop your taste buds. You know what I'm saying? You got to develop your taste buds. You know.
Quit eating all that fried chicken and go get you a nice steak. You feel me?
Nasty Beauty. Okay, so we can in this particular subject, but this question that Nasty Beauty just asked. Nasty Beauty said, should girlfriends do wifely duties while in the dating phase, or does it depend on the type of relationship, i.e., fiance?
Yes, they should. Like, I don't, and I'm not talking about you per se. Every
Naps and
Beauty sister every day. I'm not talking about you per se, but I don't like this question because women prefer men to be in the hubby stage with the protection, with the paying for everything, making shit good, going good, making sure your car is fixed and all that stuff and all like that. Everything is on the table in the dating phase. You should be acting like you want to be married already and getting to that point. And when you feel that this is not going nowhere, you go ahead and you move on to the next one. But to me, it ain't no wifely duties or hubby start the minute he started talking to you, he started making sure you get home every night. And even in the talking stage, he's like, okay, you made it home, everything cool. He making sure you're safe. He making sure your car, if you call him about, oh, this is wrong with your car, a good one or a real one is going to be like, okay, bet. When I get time, I'll go take your car in, or I'll come with you to go make sure they ain't ripping you off to go do that with you too. So with the girlfriend, boyfriend thing or whatever like that, I think we all do hubby and wifey duties from day one, depending on how the real one is. And you keep hearing me say real ones, because we keep fucking around with shit that we shouldn't be fucking around with because the sex good and because it's good and it's fun for you. That's why you keep messing with it. But if you go ahead and get something that you need instead of something that you want, everything will be all right. We don't need pop, but we need water, but motherfuckers don't drink water though. But that's just my answer to that right there.
Man, pop is so much tastier.
It is, but you need some goddamn water.
JV, what do you think of Naps Beauty's question?
You know, back in the day, I'm talking about way back in the day, right?
Back in the days.
Back in the days.
I want to young, I'm not a kid anymore.
There you go, man. Listen. So back in the day, when you guys, you know, when people used to commence the relationship or whatever, they would seal the relationship by having sex. That would be husband and wife
consummating the marriage.
Right. That would be husband and wife right there. Y'all
it's called shacking up before if you didn't marry.
You know, so but now everybody bouncing around from this girlfriend boyfriend shit, and I think that like I mean you playing husband and wife anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're having sex, you're having kids. Like, why are you having kids but then turn around like, I ain't making him no plate?
You just gave this man the ultimate goal, ultimate but you ain't making no food.
Right. You gave him access to your womb,
but you won't cook him no plate.
But you won't give him a plate. And so what I'm saying is that it shouldn't be one side doing for the, you know what I'm saying, just solely doing something. So you shouldn't solely be playing wife, right? And he shouldn't solely be playing husband. But if y'all want to go up and y'all want to lay up with each other, yeah, y'all should. Y'all might as well just going down to the courthouse. You might as well.
$35.
Right? Because to me, shacking up like they used to say.
Because to me, really ain't, I mean, like they say, it's just paperwork. Right? It's just paperwork because y'all clearly be doing the same shit as like husband and wives be doing. Mm-hmm. Right? Somebody cheat or whatever. Y'all be crashing the fuck out. Ain't nobody married. The fuck is you crashing out for? Right? So everybody be acting like they married, but then when it come down to actually going to get married, it's like, oh, no, we ain't going to. Look, man, y'all go ahead and, yeah.
Did you answer this already?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, washing dirty drawers.
I 100% agree with that. I think the boyfriend, girlfriend is basically fake marriage. I think people should be putting their best foot forward. I think. And I'm not saying like go above and beyond and end up potentially, obviously, this is a no, but going to jail for somebody or something like that. But you should definitely be presenting yourself the best you can for the role that you're trying to fill. You definitely should be doing that. And I don't see. And if you ask, I'm really trying not to make it a men versus women thing, but I think men definitely do that from the start. Just like Maul said, I think he used the example from day one. I asked this example on when I went to tonight's conversation.
Oh no, man. Go ahead, man.
When if a girl meets up with a dude for the very first time and somebody comes, starts fighting her, slaps her, getting in her face, she expects him to intervene in that situation. Point blank period, just met, whatever the case, she expects him to do that. That type of protection is a husband duty. So he's doing what he's at least presenting himself in that area to be able to fulfill that role. So why not? Why not present yourself and present yourself in a way that you will make the other person think that you are capable of fulfilling this role forever? Because too many people think that a light, like I said earlier, a light switch is supposed to flip once you jump the broom. Yes, that sounded like you were about to say something.
No, it's Jerry. They about to say something.
Oh yeah, no. What I was gonna say was I think that a lot of times that men and women are basically underprepared for really relationships in general. Right, so you don't have the tools, and you really probably ain't seen the tools at the crib. Especially, you don't really know what to expect, right? You don't have a father at home. Not to say that, but even sometimes, even when you do have a father at home, right, that boy doesn't know how to, lead the house because shit, he's getting ran over by his, he sees the mother, and this is what, kind of what the other guy was saying when we were talking about earlier. Or you hear the people in the comments talking about their mother. Their mother is really ruling that house, right? So that son really doesn't know how to do a lot of things. He doesn't know how to, he may not know how to, really just think for himself. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? I mean, there's men out here that maybe they don't know how to do anything when it comes to cars. Right, they don't know how to do. There's men who are really out just stifled out here where they don't know how to wash their own clothes. Mm-hmm. Right, there's don't know how to clean the bathroom, wash dishes. Right, a lot of these boys is baby. Mm-hmm. So also you can't really expect a lot from these men when they don't know either. Right, so you can't get what you don't know. So, that's one of the things I also think about. I mean, it's a lot of different dynamics.
You about to say something?
I want to, but I keep putting everybody in my mouth for the family business.
She look like a cheetah.
Y'all know my son about to, get his first car and everything. And what I told my wife the other day, it was like, I'm so proud of him because he has put $1,400 of his own money of him working through the summer to get the car fixed.
Salute, yeah. Drop one of the clues bombs.
So he's been doing that himself. He's been going to work, getting up, going to work, going to do the school. All that he's been doing. And, you try to teach him that all the time and try to, like what Jay every day say, he washes his own clothes, too. Don't nobody wash his clothes. He get up and goes to work all the time, too, and he save his money or whatnot like that, So me and my wife was just talking on the phone like, man, I'm so proud of him. And I just can't wait. Like, I just can't wait to, finish this, the car and stuff like that. Even though, the car it's my old car. It's been sitting in the thing, but he's put his own money towards getting the brakes fixed, getting the oil change. And matter of fact, Jerry Day was just talking about, kids not knowing how to do that. Guess what we finna do? The last touches we doing. We changing the oil. I'm finna teach him how to jump the car. I'm going to teach him how to change the flat or change the tire on the car while we doing all that stuff too, as well as we putting the final touches on it before he pull it out and he take off on his own. But that's just what missing. But see, that's what comes with you're taking on that responsibility. You're being a man that's supposed to be. No, I'm not complaining about this is my family. I'm not complaining on nothing that got to go on with my family. This is my family. I'm responsible for all that. You ain't gonna never hear me crying about nothing that got to go on with my family. This is what I chose. This is my family. I love my family dearly. And would put my life on the line for my family. But that's what's missing. It's everybody always want to talk about what pride, what do you get? And it's a valid question. I'm not going to say it's not a valid question. But it's like, that's the pride in it right there. That's your family. I can't wait till my son start driving himself back and forth to work and going to take his little girlfriend out on dates and stuff like that. And you start seeing the stuff because you already see how he moves is kind of like how I move. How he washes his shoes, how he kind of dresses, how he like his meticulous stuff about this, or how he likes that, and how you start to see all that stuff, and you're like, man, I shaped that. That's the pride right there. I shaped that. I did that. He's not in trouble. He don't be in trouble. He gets decent grades in school. He don't want to be a rapper. He want to be a firefighter. Like this is the things that we do. This is what men's like. This is what you take pride in, right? It's the pride.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with what you're saying. It's the pride, because at the end of the day, I look at it. I'm the type of person that is like, and this is just across the board. I helped you out. I put you on. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's my mindset. So you ain't got to give me nothing back. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person, because I'm going to be good anyway.
Yes.
I get my own motherfucking Lamborghini. You ain't got to give it.
No,
now, if you give me, well, that's what I'm saying. You might be asking, I get my own. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to give me one, that's cool too. Right? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I'm the type of person is, even if I didn't get it and you was in position, nigga, I did that. I made you.
That's okay when you did it.
Yeah.
When you got the bossy boost.
And that's for me, that's the thing that, you know what I'm saying, I'm okay with, right? Knowing that I made a motherfucker.
Bragging rights ain't the only thing you're looking for, Ma.
What?
You excited for that, so you ain't got to take them nowhere no more.
Oh, no, I can't say that. Hold on, I can't say that. Now, that's my wife. I be at work all the time. Even though it fell on me a couple times, it's on my wife, because my wife is the one that's off and she got to take him and all that stuff, because I'm at work. I work 12 hours a day, so I'm always at work. Right. So it's understandable. Yeah, you is right, because on my off day, I still have to do it, but it's not solely on me. So I try to help in, and I try to pitch in when I can. Like Jay every day, I know Jay every day. Like, you try to give your wife a break. Like, she been doing this even though I'm tired. I'm going to go do this because I know she does it all the time. So I got it this time. Don't worry about it, baby.
Now, some beauty said, give credit where it's due. That's facts. And, you know, I get what you're saying. You know, when it comes to the question that I was asking earlier, what do men get out of relationships? It's the pride of being able to, in your mind, brag about your family.
Yeah, that's my family. So I can't wait.
But that, you know, that takes years.
I don't get no fuck.
That's the long game, baby.
I don't get no fuck.
No. I'm not arguing that. Mm-hmm. But in comparison to the protection that women get, that starts instantaneously.
Yeah, but you also should know. Let me let you drop your bomb. Go ahead,
I'm gonna let you do your. I'm gonna let you do your little Iran thing. I'm gonna let you do your little 1, 2.
No, but also too, you gotta like. We're taking out a key part of this thing about what we say about what men and women, and we going back and forth. You got to find people that's deemed worthy of this stuff, though.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Just because you sit up there and she fine as hell and she got some big-ass titties and she can probably do this, is she worthy of all that stuff, though? And you got to look at that real quickly. You can't be just sitting up there and say, oh, she did this. That's okay. No, you got to check that then. She does that again. We out. That's the thing. We got to go through the steps of the what the fuck I'm trying to
the process?
Yeah, the process of trying to like the vet this stuff out. You got to vet this stuff out. We can't just give people all this access all this quickly. They got to be worthy of this stuff.
Right.
Let's go with friends too. You got to be worthy of this stuff that you're doing. And we so quick to go because, oh, she the finest thing and everybody wanted to holler at her. Hell no. Nigga, give me that 6 or that 7. Fuck that 10. That 6 or that 7 loyal. She do everything I need her to do. Fuck that. I'm just gonna walk around with her because she cute.
Hold on now.
6 or 7 cute too though. Bro.
I'm not saying they're not. But I think that also becomes an issue too, where it becomes. This is why the women in the grocery stores be getting hollered at. A lot of them is sixes and sevens. Yeah. 6s and 7s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we also, I think a lot of times, men don't, and it's not even necessarily about looks, but it's just like. A lot of the women who are 6s and 7s, those are the ones who got the bulk of the kids.
6 or 7, so everybody
6 or 7s, yeah, because they also are the ones who get married a lot.
Yeah, they
right?
get married like 4 or 5 times.
You know.
That's why you got to vet though. That's why I'm talking about the
vet.
Yeah,
you got to vet across the board. Like I don't care if you're dealing with a 10 or a 1.
Put her ass in the FBI database, see what pop up.
Yeah. So you do have to have a person or who's willing, a spouse or just a significant other who's willing to work with you just as well as she's willing to work just as much as you're willing to work with her, right? It's just one hand washes the other.
Yeah, but yeah, to me, it's all about a vetting process. We all have valid questions. We all have valid questions that we should listen to each other. Mm-hmm. Men should listen to women. Women should listen to men. Women should listen to other women. Women should listen to other women. And men should listen also to other men. Don't take it personal. Don't take it to like, somebody trying to shun you or like that. We're just taking all the information. Like you say, like Jerry Day said already, take all the meat, throw away the bones. Throw away what you don't need or whatever. It's cool. But we do have to do the vetting system and quit just chasing a piece of ass because it's fine. A nice Latino piece of ass, like my dog over there.
Thank you guys for kicking it with us. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live right now. Thank you guys also for hitting the like button. So this is a question that I've been wanting to ask for weeks now.
There we go. Let's go.
Not a question I want to ask, but something I want to talk about.
Okay.
And this is more along the lines of Maul talks about a lot. So
okay,
check this out. Let me put it up for the people.
Water cooler. The Smithsonian's National Museum of American History is now displaying the jersey that Carl Nassib wore for our Raiders when he became the first openly gay player to appear in an NFL game. He wore the jersey in the first week of the 2021 season, and within that game, he was terrific. He stripped the ball from Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson in overtime, leading our Raiders to a game-winning touchdown. Now he is going to be honored in our nation's capital. We will have continued coverage throughout the day. And around the water cooler, the Smith.
Well, we're going to go ahead and let Maul speak.
No. What's the question?
Well, so I actually meant to So I actually meant to present my thoughts about it first.
Go ahead, take off.
Before I even showed that video. So let me show this.
Des Bryant.
Former Cowboys wide receiver Des Bryant is receiving backlash after going off on the NFL is gay commercial. Des Bryant, football is gay, football is queer, football is transgender. These are wild statements to make. Excuse my silliness. I'm going to proudly tell my boys football is none of these things. I have nothing against gay, but this is far from right. Now, I didn't see the commercial that he was talking about or what may have come across his purview, but my thoughts about this is the far extremists in anything, really, but in this particular subject. Now, I don't have any particular issues with gay people, trans people, any of these people, as far as them just.
What you mean by these people?
These people that live this particular lifestyle. What do you mean, you people? But these people that live their lives this way, you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody, breaking any laws. Do whatever you want to do. Now, the extremists are the people that I have issue with. It's when you become what I call an invasive species.
Oh shit!
That ruins things. What does how you live your life and what it is that you do in your bedroom have to do with work?
Like wasp.
Like what does that have to do? Why do we need to accentuate how you live your life on the football field, on the basketball court, on the soccer field, in the workplace?
It's crazy.
Because then on top of that, what if and why don't there are some things, but why is it that, and I've asked people this question because you guys know I like asking questions. So
don't you?
Huh?
I say you do, don't you?
So I ask people who are people that I've come across that are the extremists. How would you feel if somebody like me or anybody else would walk around with the flag that they made up saying straight pride? And they seem to have some sort of vitriol and hesitation and distance towards it. Like they wouldn't like that. So why is it okay for you to do what you do and accentuate and push off how you live your life onto other people, but other people can't? That's part one. And then part two, it's why, if you don't want to be categorized by how it is that you live your life, why do you keep putting it in front of people's faces? But what are you guys' thoughts?
First of all, I'm like, what does that have to do with football? That's the only question I came up, even with the commercial, because I remember this happened. I remember that I think that tweet a long time ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but I know it was probably kind of a minute ago. I don't really remember how long ago it was, but I'm like, what does this have to do with football? Football players, like some of them might be like that and all that stuff, but Nigga, you helping me win a championship, and you helping me get my family. I don't give a fuck what you like taking up. What you like taking it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't care. It don't matter to me. Oh, my bad, Jigger.
Jigger.
But that's the only question I have with this. And, like, what does this have to do with football? Like, it ain't like he was the – I guess it is because, you know, they had the first I don't know if they do got the first black person jersey probably hanging up somewhere. So I can understand it from that standpoint. But I'm looking at, like – and then that's only in the Raiders type of deal, a history book. So they get to put whoever. But he wasn't in the Hall of Fame. But it's just, to me, it's just like, what does this have to do with football? Like, you can play football, I don't give no fuck. And then they put it, I guess they blasted so much that, like, they want you to recognize it when people like, bro, we don't even care. We don't, like, people don't care. Throw the fucking ball and catch it.
Shut up in trouble.
But it's like, that's just my thing. I really don't have no thoughts on it, but just like, nigga, where's football? I'm ready for football season anyway. You're making me mad by talking about this, and the shit's still like 2 months away.
Catching balls is crazy, though, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. You thought you got away, but
I was trying.
I'm just wondering. We heard you. We heard you. You're supposed to pause after that, man.
Oh shit! But man, I'm ready just for the regular. Like, you just made me mad by bringing the football season up because they know I love football. I don't give a fuck how weak it got or what it do. I like watching me some football. So for you bringing this up to me, now I still got to think about football is still 2-3 months away, and you bringing this bullshit up.
Yeah, them catching balls and stuff.
Pause.
What are your thoughts, Jay, every day?
So football is not gay, right? Football is not gay. The agenda that the establishment, NFL, the agenda, this is not, and this isn't, to me, this is only when it's black-dominated sports, right? Because they don't pull this shit with baseball. They don't pull this shit with hockey. Ooh. It's only black-dominated sports. So you got, they do it in football, and they're going to do it with basketball and the NBA. These boys around here walking real sassy and shit. And it only makes sense that, you know, some guy from Oakland Raiders, right? Oakland is part of the Bay Area. So, you know, it only makes sense that, and another issue is that black people always be, like, the first people to, like, do black.
Who? No, he wasn't black. He was white.
He wasn't black?
No,
he white. Nash Crosby, he white.
All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I was finna go on a whole nother tangent. But just to say,
you can
even.
pull him up real quick. I think he white.
Is he?
Yeah,
I don't be knowing a lot of these guys. They wear helmets. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they are wearing helmets, actually. But.
If you out there tackling somebody without a helmet on.
Yeah, man, catching balls. Without a helmet, it's crazy. Pause.
No, yeah, go. I think that's not him though. Nash, it's NAS.
Oh shit!
No, that's not.
That ain't it right there.
You considering the conversation?
Yeah.
Just for a football player, yeah. There you go, right there. He white.
All right, yeah, they did. They had to show him. But I think that football again isn't gay, but it just seems like the sport primarily, like the guys that we see. What's the dude from San Francisco always walking around with the? He got traded, didn't he? Debo. Yeah, I mean these dudes be looking sassy. What's homie who played for the Seahawks? Metcalf.
Yeah, he is.
I mean all these dudes. It's a lot of them. Even in the NBA draft, you seen all them had they fingernails.
I think a woman came out and said she played with what you call a little bit.
Dwight Howard.
Hey, we ain't talking about basketball. I'm talking about Metcalf. Allegedly, I think it was. I don't know if I did and I mentioned that and it wasn't. I'm my bad. But I thought a woman came out and somebody maybe I was looking at something else.
Yeah, I mean you got a hankering. The thing is, just play the sport. All right, everybody don't need to know, you know, your sexual orientation or and stuff like that. Like I feel like we're getting real. They're getting real carried away, and you know, it's like I thought. In a professional setting, at any job, you're supposed to keep your sexual identity basically to yourself. That's not, you know, everybody's.
But when it comes to that, you can bring that up though. Yeah. Because we got to take tests and goddamn it go to classes for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I was very. I don't. You know, you guys know I don't follow sports. Like I don't really care too much.
You for real? You don't? And you bring up this? Wow. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Well, what about if it was like a Broadway play?
What would that have to?
And they was like trying to push with half the agenda.
Let's see. Let me see if I can pull up the commercial. Because I don't know what
Gay football commercial. It's crazy.
football is for. Okay. Oh my God, bro.
Oh no! Yeah, go ahead and play that.
No, we
This
can't play
NF
that. No, yeah, this NFL.
no,
Yeah,
it's
we're
NFL, it's
gonna.
NFL.
They already,
It's
but they don't
NFL.
play with us.
They ready.
They ready for us. We don't like you niggas anyway. Go ahead and do it.
Let's see.
Breaking game.
Let's see. I don't know. This is just a random video that I just saw right now. So.
News. The NFL just did this.
So for those who don't know, young LGBTQ people are actually 4 times more likely to harm themselves. So I'm happy to announce that the NFL is continuing their life-saving support to these kids by making a $100,000 donation to the Trevor Project.
Breaking gay news. The NFL.
Yeah, that's not what I was looking for.
That's
but anyway.
what's up.
But it's just wild to me. It wasn't even the part that irritated me the most about that was the fact that he's getting this level of recognition just for coming out as gay.
Hey man,
like you on a football, you're not getting
no. What you call it
put
too
in
though?
the Smithsonian.
Sam Smith, I think it was. He got drafted by. He used to go to what is it, Missouri?
Yeah.
And he got drafted by St. Louis, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think his name is Sam Smith.
Just for
Smith. Oh, the Smithsonian you're looking at?
Yeah, there we go. This is what I saw. So for reference for the people, the Smithsonian Institution is known as the world's largest museum, education, and research complex. It is comprised of 21 museums, the National Zoo, and various research centers, all dedicated to increase the increase and diffusion of knowledge. The Smithsonian is renowned for its vast collections of artifacts, specimens, its educational programs, and its significant contributions to research across various fields.
Oh, that's in D.C. That's in your town, ain't it?
Be humble.
Be humble.
What is okay? So this person's jersey is like a national treasure or a relic because he came out as gay. Is it really that serious?
Yeah, he got some residue on the back.
Yo, let's go to the next subject. Let's go to the next subject.
Yeah, we got. All
That's
right.
enough of that. That's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get this last one in, man. Let's go do whatever.
What's that stain back
No,
there?
let's go. Yeah, hit this.
Yeah, we gotta clean it up. We gotta clean it up.
We gotta go ahead. We gotta go ahead. Yeah, we gotta go ahead. We gotta go ahead. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, let's go there.
All right. So thank you guys for kicking it with us. This is the last thing we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
We got to end it on a light note because, whew, the last comment Jerry
You
Day
don't,
made.
you don't want to end it on a hard note.
Oh,
Hit that button. Hit that damn button.
Pause.
Hit Boosie too, man.
Come on, man.
No, man. Let's go. Go.
okay. So this is something Maul sent us.
Yeah, no, because we was go ahead, put it up. We was in our other group chat, right? In our other group chat, Jerry, they had sent this, right? He was saying it was hard to do, and he picked one.
It was hard. It was difficult.
It was difficult to pick one of these people that gotta go, and he had picked. You picked Life, right?
Go ahead.
I think he picked Life that he had ones to go, and I'm sitting here looking at this, and I'm trying to pick. And I told him, no, nigga, we need to have a discussion about this. This shit, you just cannot just pick a movie from here and somebody got to go.
Well, they all can't stay, and you got to pick one.
Who
That's the
know?
rule.
Whoever made this shit got to go.
And
Because you
don't-
can't pick from that.
Absolutely, you can.
No, you can't.
You can't, but you can.
Like, bro, this is crazy.
Look, man, Spaces, you didn't see this, I don't think. So
No, I just saw it like today.
Okay, so which one? I mean, you and knowing you might not even have seen them all.
Whoa!
No disrespect.
We
You know
need
what I mean?
gunshots
No
right there. We need to
disrespect.
fire. Bah, 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 bah. Shooting them shots over there.
Spaces be like, "Man, you right, I didn't see House Party, so by default.
The only one of these I saw is Friday.
Yeah.
Damn.
We got
But
some.
then I was telling Jerry Day too, low key, Life get disrespected a lot and it's underrated. Life was good as hell.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
No, I'm not saying you said. I'm just saying people disrespect Life a lot.
Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
Oh, he synced it. He synced that part.
Jangalang.
It has some people in that movie.
Absolutely. All of them. Every single movie did, though. Every single movie.
You know what
people.
I'd have made it harder though.
Yeah.
The pick, the pick more difficult.
Yeah.
If you would have substitute House Party and put Harlem Nights right there.
So basically, you're saying, but then you would have 3 that's Eddie Murphy, and I don't think that's what they were going for. You know what I mean?
You, yeah. But Eddie Murphy is in a lot of.
Yeah, he's in a lot of classic movies, and that's why for me it was easier to just remove Life because
Eddie Murphy gotta
he's
go
in there
twice.
twice,
Yeah, okay.
right? So it's just easier for me to just remove one. And
I probably would have went with House Party.
Of course, I felt without you even saying it. Because you said remove House Party and put in Harlem Nights, and that would be easier. But you had 3 Eddie Murphy movies on there. And I don't, But House Party for me, like I grew up on. I mean, Life came later.
Yeah,
Life came is the last one on the list as far as.
What was Life like 90 what?
I'd say 90? Like 97 or 90. It came after Friday. Yeah. So Coming to America.
What y'all taking off here? What y'all taking off right here?
It was Coming to America, House Party, Friday.
1999. I was finna
99. That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, I mean, and again, Life is a great movie. I'm not taking away from it, but
95.
95.
Yeah, 95. 4 years later. Yep.
Yeah.
Friday came out in 95.
See when House Party was.
House Party was like 90.
91, 92?
Yeah.
90.
Yeah. And
damn, I was 5.
Whatchamajig was 88.
Be humble. I know it ain't a white movie, but I know you can pick from this.
Ferris Bueller Day Off did.
Hey, if you say that, boy. Oh, you say House Party can go.
House Party got to go.
Understandable.
I was agreeing with that. That was going to be my choice.
Mm-hmm. But for somebody in the comment, but read them comments. Motherfuckers say somebody said this is easy House Party. I was like, man, you ain't even part of black culture. Shut up. Somebody, this is easy.
Where did it go? Hold on, let me take this down. Right here. Okay. So let's say one got to go. Okay, Goldilocks. Whoever made this got to go.
What's the fuck?
Anybody that says House Party was born after 90 because ain't no way. Life. It was more sad than funny to me. By Life. I'm not answering. House Party. That's easy. I quote the other 3 movies nonstop. Coming to America is crazy.
Talking about easy.
But no, anybody that say this is easy is not part of the black culture. I'm not trying to hear
that. They completely out of it?
Yeah, they're not part of the black culture.
Life can go. House Party. The first one will always be the best. Coming to America. Yes, it's looking like the most people are saying coming to House Party, then Life.
Oh no, I'm seeing a lot of Life.
I'm seeing a lot of Life.
Seeing a lot of lifers. It's probably between House Party and Life, though. I ain't seen nobody. This is the first Friday I
that's
saw.
the first one I saw, yeah.
Nigga said, Friday deuces. What? Yeah. Bro, I'm finna fuck around and put this on a list, and me and wifey finna watch these over again.
One of the comments said, what did it say? What did it say just now? Black card permanently revoked by picking one.
Nah, you got to. You know what I'm saying? You just got to. That's the rules.
Okay. Question, not related to this. Oops. So remove House Party and put in Boys in the Hood. So you have 2 Eddie Murphy and 2 Ice Cube.
I think the difference is now is you got one drama and the rest are comedies. So if you had like a list of, we got Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, New Jack City, Juice.
Oh yeah, or Belly, or
well, Belly ain't even niggas gonna knock Belly up off the thing. Yeah. They already don't feel like that's. I fuck with Belly, and I understand why they don't get it. You know,
now I say put Paid in Full on there.
Even then though, because it's not gonna have the. You could, I think you have to do it in time periods. You know what I mean? Like those nights, so you could put Paid in Full, Belly, Shotters, and whatever the fuck else came out around that time, right? But like if you had Boys in the Hood, you would have to put, to me, Boys in the Hood, New Jack City.
There you go. New Jersey Drive or some
shit. Or New
like
Jersey, yeah, something like around those. And New Jersey Drive would get knocked off the list. Sunset Park would get knocked off.
So
Sugar Hill?
knocked off the list compared to what you would. So
I'm just saying, bro. I just threw something out there.
no, that's what I'm saying. But like the cult classics, not even the cult classics, but just black classics.
Yeah, black classics
for cinema.
Hey man, we got movies, bro. I ain't trying to hear it.
Why they good?
We got
though.
movies.
But is they good?
It's a lot of them that are good. Some of them we got some terrible shit out there, but most of them good. We batting like 80%.
So it's with that, think of it like a change of category, right? From a directorial standpoint. So Friday, Boys in the Hood wasn't directed by Ice Cube or influenced. He was just an actor in there. But I was just trying to compare, because you said if we put Harlem Nights on there, that would be 3 Eddie Murphy. So we had 2 Ice Cube and 2 Eddie Murphy. Well, I'm trying to see one that would actually replace House Party to make this list more difficult.
It's even difficult with House Party on there though, bro. To me.
Well, no, like Harlem Nights would make it. What's another one around that time?
That's funny.
Period. That would be funny.
So these are all okay. So these are I didn't catch that. I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I was just thinking about the content of the movie itself. But these are all essentially comedies.
Right, they're all comedies.
Oh, okay. That changes my okay. So then House Party for sure. House Party for sure. Yeah. This so only be humble.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for listening.
All right.
Just watching.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all good.
You guys had anything for Mesh?
Nah, I had something, but I didn't send it.
I know we actually skipped June. If I recall correctly, we skipped June, a book for June. So
you got one? Or can I say one? 'Cause I'm reading it now.
Go ahead.
Atomic Habits. Shit dope. Really dope. I'm like halfway through. It's really dope.
Damn, I wanted to ask a question.
Or what, about the book?
Nah, it was before the Mesh. My bad.
I mean, it's up to y'all because y'all.
I just real quick question. It may not be quick, but it's kind of a quick question. Is there a difference? Because I know a lot of times we see black people doing X, Y, and Z, and people are saying that's the culture. That's the culture. That's the culture. And I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between American culture and black culture. Isn't black culture part of American culture, or are we just not a part of American culture? Or and what makes something being, somebody doing some wild shit, or quote unquote ghetto culture, a part of black culture?
I was just going to say that everything that's negative is considered black culture. It ain't never nothing positive. Us taking care of our kids, us, taking your kids to school, you being a father in your household, that's not considered. All this stuff that's good is never part of black culture.
That's American culture.
Yeah, that's American culture.
But when motherfuckers not taking care of their kids,
and out here gang banging, pants hanging off their ass, doing all this stuff, that's black culture.
Because I was trying to think, like, how can you separate shootings in a black neighborhood, right? Just a black neighborhood, which is, if we say shootings, that's the black culture. And my bad. But that's the black culture. But then say, well, guns is American culture. Is guns not American culture?
It's the way they
do we not think that guns is from,
That's how they got this motherfucker.
Right, and what are guns used for?
To take shit.
To take shit and kill people, right?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Take
lives.
Now, the way they're going about it, but isn't that what they're using them for?
Yes.
Is that not part of American culture?
Yeah. But like I say, everything that's negative is black culture. But if it's not negative, it's what and we do it ourselves. Because you have all them shootings that, I wanted to talk about this too. All them shootings that you had everybody talking about oh man, this ain't Chicago, this Chicago. No, that's not shit. There's some ignorant motherfuckers that's doing that shit. That's like 10% of what's going on is done by 10%. All this crime and shit has been done by 10 to 15% of people that do shit. All black people are going to work that want you to get them the fuck out of here because they fucking up us too. We go to work. We make sure everything is cool and copacetic. We trying to do the right things.
Let me ask you this. What's the difference between a Ponzi, you know what a Ponzi scheme is?
Yeah.
I know how to identify it. Let's look up the... Go ahead.
But even as you identify a Ponzi scheme, right? It's a scam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
And a PPP loan the nigga then took out.
That's still a Ponzi scheme.
But they're gonna right. But they're gonna say, well, the nigga doing the PPP loan or whatever, that's black culture. That's what I mean.
No, it was a whole bunch of white people did that shit.
I sent it with the buddy. What's his name? Mark Cox.
Yeah.
From the Soft White Underbelly.
Yeah, they con artists and stuff. They make up all type of words for them when they do shit like that. Right. But us, we just thieving and scamming and all. They did all the negative words.
So how is that not all under? Even if it's a subcategory, how is it not all under American culture?
Man, look here. America was built on violence. I ain't trying to hear what you're talking about. I don't care who you ask. America was built on violence. What do you think we learned the violence from?
Because when I watch, different documentaries and different things about like the mobsters and shit like that, it's like real glorified. And it's probably been said before, but it's real glorified. They love the Lucky Lucianos and the I'm finna say Al Patrons, Al Capones, the five families in New York, the Genovese family, them died outfit in Chicago. They love talking about that. There's good stuff, and it's entertaining actually when I will listen to it. But it's like when we talk about GDs, Vice Lords, Crips, Bloods. Again, these are all been detriments to the community. But it's like, doesn't all that still fall under like American culture to me?
I think. Actually, the definition of Ponzi scheme. Mm-hmm. A form of fraud in which belief in the success of a non-existent enterprise is fostered by the payment of quick returns to the first investors from money invested by later investors. AI overview. This look like a better one. A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment scheme where same thing. Right. Essentially, it's a cycle of paying old debts with new debts, and the scheme inevitably collapses when it becomes difficult to attract new investors, or when a large number of existing investors try to withdraw their funds. So when you were asking a question just now, I thought the word culture is the way people use it seems like it's just a collective behavior amongst a group of people. So, yeah, and Maul is exactly right. I think about that all the time. Black people are the face of everything negative. Whenever you hear anything good, nobody ever really, and if you think of something good or somebody's talking about something good, they never associate that with the black community or black people. Yeah. Ever that I've ever heard. Maybe please, and I'm not above reproach. Anybody show me anything otherwise.
Oh, I thought you was going to say I'm 85% Caucasian. I'm just playing. I'm serious. We're talking serious shit.
No, it's fine. It's all jokes all the time. But no, I 100% agree with that, because while you have to call a spade, as we always say.
That's another one.
What?
Spade a spade. That's up there with picnic, and it's a history.
It is?
It really is.
We need to do that one day. Don't do it now, but we need to do that one day where we get list all the.
I like listening because a lot of times a lot of people don't know, and I don't really say nothing. But since I had said something earlier about the Nick picking, you know what I'm saying, which goes with picnicking, you know what I'm saying, which nigga picking,
it's all the same.
Right? And spade is spade. What color is spades?
Black.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's the most powerful hand in spades, right?
Yeah, but that ain't the only card. That ain't the only card game. It is.
Sure.
There's definitely games where spade is the lowest. But no, I think
you ever play hearts? Spades don't mean shit, except that queen of spade. But go ahead. Sorry.
I've played that game before, but anyway. But no, it's definitely bothersome. And by call a spade, I meant just call it what it is, just for clarification. But no, it definitely bothers me sometimes that happens, because on one hand, again, black people are the face of everything negative. And a lot of crimes, a lot of bad things do happen. And, when it comes time to report something on the news that black people do something, right there, right? You mentioning that the person was black, the people are black, or it's a predominantly black neighborhood, or whatever the case.
Black shoes, he had on black clothes, he had black skin, black hat.
Whatever the case,
black
right?
Socks.
But we can Google it right now. As far as the race of men that most of them take care of their kids as black men. So why isn't that paraded on the news? Not necessarily the news, but on the social media.
Or people who delete themselves. Why isn't the opposite shown, where the people that delete themselves are actually mostly Caucasian, especially in the United States? Right?
Much agreed.
So that they don't talk about that. They'll talk about the homicides, and I understand homicides is, somebody taking somebody else's life, but people taking their own lives is a huge issue, and it's more deletions than it is homicides in the United States. You can look that up and at Pew Research or whatever .gov. You feel like but that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, sometimes it weighs on the mind. Like, dang, y'all can't put nothing else. There's nothing else that y'all can talk about positive or when it comes to black people at all.
Well, once I have no hope.
On the
try to have no hope.
to another extent of it, though, I think I hear a lot of people that talk about the fact that they're tired of black people being the face of everything negative. A lot of black people give them a lot of people ammunition to talk about that stuff. Black people talk about black people,
but still, we're not the only ones that do bad shit, though. That's the thing too, though, because like he was saying with the Ponzi scheme and the PPP loans. PPP loans, they was throwing everybody black underneath the bus. Everybody. There was music entertainers, this, that, and the third. You don't think no hospitals, no motherfucking businesses.
Yes. Loretto Hospital got 900 million. Now you ever seen Loretto Hospital? Mm-hmm. Right there on Central, goddamn, right off the expressway? Do they look like they need 900 million for anything?
Yeah, I see it.
If they do, they need to tear that bitch down and rebuild it for 900 million. But it was a Arab guy who put in for it. I'm sorry, I just had to interject that. But
I'm saying it was a whole bunch of people with legit businesses that was taking that money, but they don't talk about them like that. It was a lot of CEOs got in trouble. They didn't talk about them like that. But they talk about all the rappers, all the entertainers, everybody from Atlanta that was taken from it. But they didn't talk about nobody else talking about it from it. So we can sit up there and say we talk about it. No, but they don't bring that out to the forefront too, and that's crazy.
Just genuine question: weren't the PPP loans intended for businesses though? That's why people would make fraudulent paperwork.
Yeah, but you had to show where the funds went and not going on yachts and trips and buying cars and all that. Okay. That's what made it fraudulent, and then the Ponzi scheme.
Again, think Loretto Hospital and why you need $900 million.
Yeah, man. So. I don't know.
That's a conversation. We take this bitch for 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
This is something I've been meaning to ask, and
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a shame that we be on so much on the same page. Because bro, I was riding down the street and I was thinking about that same question to ask. Like, what is considered black culture, white culture, American? Like, what's all Mexican culture? Like, when do you get to say that that's that culture? Because the only time I think about black culture is like our food and stuff and the way we dress and the way. That's what I think. I don't think about no gun music and all that. I don't think about nothing violent.
I don't either, to be honest.
What about crack?
That's American culture.
Drugs is
American culture. When I think of violence, though, I think of American culture. I don't even really think about no other culture. I think about America.
Yeah, crack. I think
black people.
When I ain't gonna lie. When I think crack, I think black people. When I think meth.
I think white people. I ain't gonna lie. I think about white people.
Yeah.
Cocaine. Think about Latinos.
And rich white people.
Yeah, rich white people. Yeah.
Because this one thing when that was the thing, right? I was having a conversation. I was saying when you say crack, what do you think? What automatically pop in your head?
Black folk.
Right, and you say cocaine.
White folk.
Like if somebody this was the question. If somebody said, well, it wasn't even really a question. It was like. Well, yeah, it was. It was like if somebody said, "Yeah, man, I was off of some cocaine and shit," you know what I'm saying? People would be like, "Oh yeah, like you was kicking it with like some Mexicans or something," you know? Or white folks, somebody got some money. If somebody said, "Yeah, man, somebody offered me some crack," you gonna be like, "Well, who the fuck you be hanging around with?" They gonna say who you be hanging around with. Yeah. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure, absolutely. Another one. So, what was the book you just mentioned? Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits.
You know the author of?
I don't know it off the by any chance. But it's a very good book. It will help you. Like, I've been listening to it while I'm in the gym.
James Clear.
While I'm riding in the car. As soon as I get in the car, I don't know if it's just meant for me to be listening to it, but it popped right on. As soon as I do it, every time.
It was meant.
Yeah, every time. And I've been listening to it off YouTube, and it's popping right on.
Niggas don't read though, so you know what I'm saying. They
Listen, read, whatever.
Niggas don't. They don't only want to listen. Is that black culture?
Yeah,
that's American culture.
But just hard head. It's hard head. That's American culture.
We in that age. That's American culture.
Yeah.
And we'll do two. We'll do 2 books.
Yeah, that's right. I just want to
because we didn't do one for June, so we got to do one for June and July.
I want to ask y'all another question about these goddamn books. Go ahead. No, because the thing about the books, I'm sorry. I just got to do it. I just got to do it. I know we over on time, but I got to ask y'all because I know you guys are avid book listeners. All right. Is there a difference between reading the book and listening to the book?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Can you properly say that you read the book if you listen to it?
Well, you listened to the book. You didn't read it.
Right, but so often people will say, well, I read the book.
No, I listened to the book. But yeah, but I will say that, though.
Because I feel like I'm a person that I like the hard copy of the book. You know what I mean? So I gotta finish that. I like the hard copy of the book. I like flipping the pages. I like marking things down. Yeah. So a lot of times I really don't even get, because I like, books with information. So I really don't get through the books like I'm supposed to. I'll flip from chapter to different chapters and hopped all over the place. So that's why I was asking, like, when they kind of read the book for you, and do you feel like you retain the information as much?
Yes and no for me, depending on where I'm listening to it at. Because if I'm focused on it and not doing anything else, like if I'm at the gym and I'm listening to the book, I done zoned everything out. I'm really focusing on this book and focusing on the sets I'm doing and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of retain the information. Or if I'm like doing it while I'm driving down the street in a truck or something like that, I retain the information and stuff too. So yeah, it's kind of, I like it because I guess sometimes you can picture it and visualize it in your head or something, more with me with somebody talking to you. Yeah. So I guess that's what it kind of is like me. And I'm not like a very good, I know if I start reading something, I got to be sitting down, and we always on the go all the time, and it's best for me to do it that way.
Okay.
That's just my point.
Yeah, at least get it in there.
Yeah, I get it in.
I understand.
Agreed. I'm pretty much 100% on the same level with Maul when it comes to listening to books. And if what your question was, Jay, every day, do you retain it as well? No. It's yes and no. I retain the information. I remember what was said, but it's like when you have the physical copy of the book, you can say page 236, second line, or look at your highlight and pinpoint it that way. To an extent that you can bookmark stuff on these apps, but I don't utilize that. Unintentionally, because like Maul said, I'm on the move while I'm listening to it, so it's tough to stop in.
Yeah, most of the time I'm driving or some shit.
Right,
and sure. I think sometimes with some apps you can actually make notes in the app.
Yeah.
But as far as full on retention of the information, I would have to listen to that book 2 or 3 times to really retain the information.
Yeah.
So, no, absolutely, yeah. It's just the audiobooks are more convenient. I'm on the road listening to stuff all the time anyway. So if it's not a podcast, it's a book. If it's not a book, it's music.
Yeah, I'm on the same thing. I'm always listening to something. Got something in my headphones. I got to me nowadays, I don't see how anybody can move around here and not have no headphones. Some type of Bluetooth headphones. That is crazy to me. Because if you still got to walking with your phone on your ear, and I even hate when you talking to people, and I'm like, you got me on speaker? How the fuck do you have me on speaker for? I hang up on somebody for that shit. Because what if I said something or something like that and you got me on speaker or something like that? No. Get you some headphones, bro, and invest in some good ones.
Do you remember, this just make me flash back to the days when we didn't have that at all.
But we do. Fuck that. We do now, though. Like, it's technology. Get you some fucking headphones. Even if you got to get the wire ones, get you something where you can only be the one that hear the what you call it.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, man. What do you think, JV? That you have physical copies of the book?
Yeah, I try to retain a physical copy of whatever book I'm reading. Now, if it's kind of like a novel or something, it's not no big deal. I'll listen to it online, and I try to find a free copy that way. But yeah, I do kind of like making notes and stuff. So that's why I said, like, for me, I'm a big 48 Laws of Power, big
Robert Greene.
Robert Greene.
I am too. I love Robert Greene.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I had to pick one. Yeah.
So I have all the books. So sometimes I'll just go through it and just pick a chapter or something like that. So,
you want one more? You want 50 Laws of Power?
I got that one.
Oh, you got, okay.
Yeah, no, I got all. I mean, that's under him.
Robert Greene. Yeah.
So yeah, I got all of them. But yeah, I think that the audio books are useful, especially if you're on the move.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also it's kind of, you should always have a hard copy, especially of something that you really like.
Yes. Good. That's what I was going to say. I'm definitely a fan of that. And if it's a book that I really like, I'm working on having physical copies of those books. Like I have a copy of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if I'm not mistaken. It's either that one or Richest Man in Babylon, which are basically the same book. I'm working on getting copies of my favorite sci-fi series that I talked about a long time ago. I'm gonna get a few more. Like David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me. Get a physical copy of that. All of the ones that I really like, I'm gonna have a physical copy of.
Yeah, 'cause I think it's good to amass a library that's manageable for you. Like obviously not just having a whole bunch of books that you don't read just to be like, hey, nigga, I got that book, right? But just books that's manageable for you, where it's in your rotation that you still look at them, because a lot of times the books collect dust. You know what I mean? Now you said, Spaces, you got an extra copy.
You almost said he got an extra copy of David Goggins. Can't Hurt Me. That was an audiobook that I listened to, and it's the stuff that he went through is crazy.
What is the name of that book?
Can't Hurt Me.
Can't Hurt Me. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to amass a library that's manageable by you, because I think books that are great, great for life lessons and stuff like that, you don't just read them and discard them. Go through them over and over again.
Yeah, you go back to them, make sure you know, and all that stuff. Yeah.
All right, man. So you got two specific recommendations, even though we mentioned other ones. We got Atomic Habits by James Clear. And then the one I'm recommending people read, or I guess you could say listen to. In this case, you can get a physical copy. It's on YouTube. It's I don't know how to properly say her name. Shahrazad Ali's Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman.
Okay.
It's
to be a Muslim.
It's on YouTube. It's a 5.5 hour listen. So it's great. It's a great listen. It's great listen. Big shouts out to Will Hill.
Salute.
And Third Post Media got Curtis over there.
Yo.
This has been another edition of your favorite after church podcast, the No Key Podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, Kings. I am your man, Spaces.
It's Jay every day.
Hey, I go by your boy Mal, man. Meeting the Journey. Thank you.